Can y'all hear me now? Can y'all hear me? Somebody let me know if y'all can hear me. All right. What's going on, everybody out there in the boxing world, man? We had a beautiful morning for boxing. Hope y'all woke up early. Oh, we got some good stuff to talk about. If y'all didn't hear me, I apologize for the lateness. I had some things set up. I was supposed to have been off in time, but you know how they do. They don't want to give you too many extras. But I'm here now. Let's get the sponsors out of the way. 5-time champ, 3 different weight divisions. The hard-hitting Javante Tank Davis. Redesigning minds, one mind at a time. You know, American is a terrible thing to waste. EOE, education over everything. Bad Girls Promotion. Shout out to Kenichi Bear. Shout out to Damari No Slip. Shout out to Ayo Boutique. Man, and shout out to the Rize family for rocking with us, man. Y'all was sitting by in the comment section, still holding it down. Man, it's tough, man. It's like, you don't understand, man. Like, it's tough trying to pull all this off and still work, support a family. And I want to give y'all the best I can. We want to give y'all the best we can, but life is just sometimes in the way. But let's get to it, man. What y'all think, man? I dropped the link in the chat too. What y'all, Platinum? What's up, Platinum? What y'all think about this? What y'all think about this Fulton and Inoue fight though? Like, that's what we need to be talking about, man. Because everybody, you know what I mean, across the panel on the Rize, we had Fulton win. But the Fulton I seen ain't the Fulton I didn't think I was gonna see. Was it the big lights? Was it the big stage? Was it him being across the water in enemy territory? What y'all think it was? Or the reality is Inoue just that monster? Come on, chat. Have a good evening. Is Inoue that monster? Let me know, man. Somebody come on here and chop it up with me. Come on here and chop it up with opinion. To the right. Did it go? I just dropped it in there. But I don't see it though. There we go. Hey, come on, let's. You know, see, he really that deal. Hey, that motherfucker went to the body, went to the head, boy. Good gosh, you might. Then he finished him off with the left. He Mr. Miyagi. Heard of, baby. And all you can do is unheard of. Like I made a push and keep pushing. You know what I mean? We all got situations and things we gotta deal with. You know what I mean? I hope Squeeze and the grandbabies had a good time today. You know what I mean? We all got things that, you know what I mean, we sacrificing and we missing, man. And it's just this is what we signed up for. So you know what I mean? When somebody gotta do something, the other person gotta hold it down. You know what I mean? So like, yeah, we just trying to make sure we give y'all the best we can, man. But yeah, man, I dropped that link. So I'm waiting for somebody to click in. Come on, chop it up with me, man. Cause anyway, just might be that monster. Still fast. He started off at 108, brought it all the way up to 122. And Cool Boy's supposed to be the man of the division, and he made it look like light work. Easy work, man. So, you know what I mean? Let's talk about it. Hold on, man. Who's this? Gio, what's going on, Jack?
He's a monster.
Hey, that's what you say, he a monster?
He's a monster.
Man,
Hey,
listen, man.
he smoked them 8-0. Fulton ain't
Listen.
win one round.
He definitely had a clean sweep. So I cannot argue.
He
I can't
smoked him, and
argue about
I'm gonna
that.
talk about him. I'm gonna talk about him like it was, you feel me, two brothers fighting. Just because he from Japan, I know it hurt a little bit. We was all rooting for Fulton. Let's be real. We don't want to see a brother lose to nobody, but he got smoked. He took
Man,
his loss like a champ, so that's why I don't even feel bad saying it. He got beat from start to finish, and he got finished off. Put the cherry on top. He made a statement. You get what I'm saying? Like, it's no question now. You
you had
feel
to
me?
put the cherry on top of him, no?
Yeah, man. Shit, he had to. And you gotta think, he was at home. We put on a show at home. He a hero in Japan right now.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like he definitely did what he was supposed to do at home too. You
Like you
know,
were saying the other night, you like, I don't think he ever fought a black fighter. Like, yo just did that in the first go round. You feel me?
yeah, yeah,
Somebody
yeah,
gotta really come and stop him now. You feel me? Like, we
yeah.
can't talk bad about him. He
So
got up there and did that. First
how
fight
you
at 122, did that.
how you feel about what come next once they see somebody with 20 something knockouts. You know what come next.
What you
Oh,
mean?
we want to see him versus Tank at 130. What you think?
I was saying, hey, that's crazy. I told my cousin that earlier. Like, man, he can make that 130, or you feel me, a catch weight somewhere in between 130 and 135. Man, if he like that, let's make it happen. I know it ain't gonna happen right away though. You feel me? But if he stay on the main streak like he is, and he keeps stopping people like that, I was saying earlier, like that's the next Mayweather Pacquiao right there. You feel me?
Yes, yeah.
You
That's
get what I'm
definitely a
saying?
special fight. That's definitely
From
a
the
special fight.
business side, on the
Only
business
thing,
side and on the fighting side. That's the next Mayweather Pacquiao. They two elite fighters. They elite.
only thing about that fight, only thing about that fight, it gotta be on American soil.
Oh, for sure. We the A side.
It gotta be on American soil. We're not going over Japan.
We the
No
A
way,
side.
no how.
We the
But
A
that's
side.
definitely
That ain't even a
that,
question. That right there ain't even a question. You get what I'm saying? Like that right there ain't even. If we can't fight in Vegas, we can't fight. Period.
listen, that gotta be on American soil. No, not to Japan, but we ain't going over there. We got to have that fight here.
We the A side. You feel me?
So, so, so yeah, man. But appreciate you for chiming in.
Already, man.
I'm gonna bring Maurice Jones in, man. Appreciate you for chiming in, man. Thanks for your support, man.
Already.
All right. Full corner boxing. Come on, full corner. You know we don't talk to no dots, man. Maurice Jones. I'm gonna get him on body. You know we don't talk to no dots, man. Oh, he jumped off on himself. Got to be in the U.S. unheard of. It got to be. And just because he think he's a monster, I think that could be a big fight, though. I think that could be a real big fight.
What
Maurice
it do,
Jones, what it
family?
do? Four corners
What's going on,
boxing,
family?
wife Jenny Jones. What's going on, Chad? How you feeling?
I'm good, King. How you guys doing? Salute to everybody in the family, all in the chat. Man, a crazy day of boxing. That's all I can say.
Man, it's nice to start the week off though, because you know what I mean. Like a lot of people counted Inoue out. You know what I mean? Just the same way, like you know what I mean. A lot of people saying Spence gonna walk Bud down and get him out of there, me included. You know what I mean? So it just show you that you know what I mean. Shit can go left at any time.
For real, for real. I had it where I knew Inoue was good. I didn't sleep on him. I didn't doubt him, but I just wanted to see him fight an elite fighter, and
I
I
ain't think
wanted
it was
to
gonna be a
see.
clean sweep. I ain't think it was gonna be no clean sweep
I didn't think it was gonna be a landslide like that. That was just one-sided fight, like
from start
hands
to
down.
finish. From start to finish.
It just Cool Boy just didn't look. He didn't look comfortable in there. I don't know if he was too busy worried about the speed. I don't know if it was the atmosphere. I don't know if it was the time zone. I don't know what. He just didn't look right from start to finish, and he was scared to let them hands go, man. But when he let them hands go, he had good shots.
That's what I was telling because I was in hardcore boxing. Shout out to Jay over there for hardcore boxing, man. He's trained to go. He was trained
Word. Shout out to Hardcore
doing
Boxing. Good
doing a
dude.
fight. And I was telling him, man, like I don't know if Cool Boy got his hands in a hostage situation or what, but he got to let them motherfuckers go if he want to win.
Listen, it's
Showtime, what's up?
just like Tank say all the time. What you gonna do to keep me off you? Cool Boy didn't have enough to keep him off him. Inoue did not stop, bro. He was like the Energizer Bunny. He kept going and going and going. And even at times, like when he did slow down, he looked tired. It's like Cool Boy was like, he was second guessing on throwing combinations because he didn't want to get hit with counters. Bro, listen, you about to lose all your straps. You in his territory. You got to go out on your shield. And he didn't do that, man. And I love Cool Boy. But you know what? I'm a big believer. I'm going to support the guy because he stepped up to the challenge as being the champ. He went over there to fight in enemy territory. He didn't have to do that. He could have fought in U.S. soil. And he went to try to be great and fought one of the baddest fighters on the planet right now. And, you know, he just came up short. So we got to give respect and shout outs to him. You know, as boxing history shows, from the great Tommy Hearn, Sugar Ray Leonard, Tyson, Holyfield, one loss don't define you. It's what you do after that.
Yeah, but that was
yeah, I feel you, see. That was a devastating loss.
I'm just saying that's what you gotta look at mirror because you're supposed to be the man at 122. You see what I'm saying? And for Inoue to come in and just clean sweep, like, yeah, you gotta look in the mirror and have a meeting with yourself.
Like he was making barbecue ribs, man, with them body shots, bro. Like that jab all day. Like you could tell after a while, like it was affecting him. And I wasn't convinced. I was not convinced. Let me not say that. I wasn't too sure if Inoue's power would transfer to 122. Nah, it transferred. It definitely transferred because you can see the body shots were starting to affect Cool Boy. Because after a while, he started switching up the game plan and worrying about the body shots. And then those overhand rights was coming. He was throwing them overhand rights. So it's like, what poison I'm. Man, he different.
He different. Was tagging his ass though, like, and I'm just like, come on, like I'm still rooting for Cool Boy. You said at least make it competitive, like,
yeah.
I've seen you fight, bro. Like, come on.
Exactly. I think for us being we're not casuals. We're true boxing fans that know the sport, know these fighters, and study them. Like, we expected it to be a fight. Like, that was a 50-50 fight. If we would have got a 50-50 fight, however it went, competitive, yeah, but I don't think nobody woke up at 4:30, 5 o'clock this morning to watch those fights and was like,
I could have stayed asleep.
my boy hit me up, was like, man, I was asleep for this, but I'm like, listen, it's being a fan of the sport. I was at work and I was just listening to like play-by-play of it on a boxing podcast, and I was just surprised hearing the commentation, like the body shots. And when I got home after work, I was able to watch the Ramirez fight, which he dominated, and the Cool Boy and Inoue, and that was crazy.
Man, that was a hell of a fight, man.
So to answer that question, because I know y'all said, because I've heard a lot of people today saying, oh, he should fight Tank at 130. He should. That ain't gonna be good. That ain't gonna be good. Because the one thing we all know that Tank got and Cool Boy don't have is that equalizer. And if he get hit with one of them shots, it's over. You might have the whole Japanese embassy all on y'all, man. Nah. We don't need that.
Hold on, let me get this super chat out of the way. D for the win. Thanks for the support. Today was a preview of Tank versus Shakur. T Wells. Appreciate it. No sound, bro. Salute, Rize fan. Appreciate it. Glad we get that straight. Yeah, man. He said it was a preview of Tank versus Shakur.
Wow, that's crazy. That's crazy.
That's definitely crazy.
That's definitely crazy. But you know what? I don't see the lie in it.
Honestly, that's what make it more crazy.
The last person I see Tank fighting in that division is Shakur. That's gonna be the last man standing. That's the fight that's gonna make the most sense. It's not gonna be Devin Haney. It's not gonna be anybody else. It's gonna be Shakur and Tank. That's the fight that's gonna make sense.
Nah, but you said like I don't like with the Devin and Shakur joint. I mean Devin and Tank joint, like the
For me,
energy from that they
that's a
got on the
rivalry
side.
fight.
Yeah, like
That
you know what I mean?
that
Like if I got
that
them belts
fight.
at 135, if I got them belts at 135, and they not saying that I'm the king, they saying you the king in the face, I'm calling you out. I got something to prove. Come on, let's get it.
To
You already
me,
told me. You already told me I'm nuts. So let's get it. I'm letting you know. Let's go.
I feel like that is a rivalry fight. That's like the Knicks against the Bulls back in the day. When the Knicks played the Bulls, when Jordan, like they did not like each other. Like I feel like because of the history of the camps, like that is gonna be a crazy sell. Can you just think about the press conference? Can you think about the lead up to that fight?
Yeah,
Man,
no,
all
no doubt.
access.
No
My
doubt.
God, all access gonna be on 1,000. Like that right there. I'm hoping because I don't give it going past 7. That fight comes to fruition, I don't get it going past 7. I really don't, and I think it's gonna be a one-sided ass whooping. Excuse my French. It's gonna be a one-sided fight, just like you saw today, and that's gonna be from the Big Eight himself.
Yeah, no, cause like, man, yo, listen.
And it ain't even gonna.
You
And
heard
I
Coach talk.
could be.
You heard Coach Alvin talk the other day when he said, "I seen Tank and he looked like he ready to go."
Oh yeah, Tank came
He's
home
like,
look.
man, listen,
Tank,
that's what people don't really understand. Like, you know what I mean? They are like, they don't really understand. Like, that nigga still in shape, ready to go.
yo, Tank came home when they showed that picture of Tank. My boy hit me up, and we both was like, "Yo, Tank look like he ain't lose a step." I said, "Yo, he looked just like Jesus Shuttlesworth father, and he got game. He came
Yeah,
out with
I
the
seen the
throw and
memes.
all that." I was like, "Oh yeah, he looked like he ready to inflict some pain for real, for real." Y'all thought he was giving pain before, like. Nah, he looked like he ready to inflict some serious pain on somebody. I told my
Hold on,
wife, I said, I feel bad for the next person that signed a contract. Like Coach Calvin said before when he was talking about Hector Garcia and those guys, I feel bad it got to be you. No, I really feel bad for who signed this next contract.
yeah, somebody gonna definitely feel it.
Somebody gonna feel some serious pain, man. But today was just it was a good day of boxing, Inoue did what he had to do. He went out there and this right now, he put that fight, that performance right now, I got him in the top 3 pound for pound. I'm waiting to see what happens.
Woo!
I'm waiting to see what happens on Saturday and where I'm gonna place him out of 1 to 3. It's all
So,
based
so,
on
so, so who is your 1 through 3?
huh?
Who's your 1 through 3? You don't have to give me no order. Just who's 1 through 3.
Spence,
Okay.
Inoue,
Okay.
right? I got Spence, Inoue, and right now, I'm gonna keep it. I'm gonna be honest. I would say Bud is up there. And then I got Tank right there. Tank's in my top 5.
So because my question was, you know what I mean, one and 3 got to be 2 different people, but 2 got to have 2 slots in there. You see what I'm saying? Like 2 guys, we still waiting to find out who's who for number 2.
Yeah.
And you know what I mean, number 2 gonna move up to number 1.
Anyway, right now, Anyway is number 3. Saturday is gonna determine the shuffle of who's gonna end up where.
See, but I put them like I put them on the same number. Whatever number you pick, they at the same one. You pick 1, they at the same one. You pick 2, they at the same one. You pick 3, they at the same one. Bud and Spence at the same one because we're gonna find out Saturday who's who.
But like Coach Calvin always said, we can't say that because somebody gonna lose, somebody gonna win. So you can't say they both number 1.
We're gonna find out who. We're gonna find out where they belong.
Yeah, we all gonna find out. I'm Team Spence all day. So You know, I'm good. I'm allergic to shellfish, so I don't even mess with them crawfish. You know, I stay away from that. So that don't even touch my fork at all.
so, damn, I can't even see this thing. Kyle 600, appreciate the support. Tank would press Shakur like he did Santa Cruz and Barrios. He's not coming in with his Ron Garcia game plan. He will walk Shakur down and break him.
Yeah,
Ooh.
absolutely. I totally agree with that statement. It's gonna be chopping a tree down, and that's what you got to do with a guy like Shakur, who's got good ring IQ. He's got good angles. He's got hand speed. He's got length. So this ain't gonna be no Ryan.
Yeah, but
Shakur is above Ryan by
so
far.
like so like we gotta always talk about a person fighting Tank, right?
Hmm.
This is what I always do. I just look at their last fight against their last opponent, right? And all I want to know is did that opponent touch him?
Right.
You see what I'm saying?
Well,
Because so when I watched Shakur Kaseki was touching him.
I
He ain't
got to
really
fight.
had nothing. Huh?
I got to fight even better for you. Go ahead, squeeze. I mean,
I'm
senior.
saying so like with you know what I mean with Shakur, Kaseki was touching him. He just ain't had much on him. When you look at
Right.
Devin versus Loma was cracking his ass. He just ain't have that ape strength. You see what I'm saying?
Right.
So when I look at both of these two guys, they might not have the same game plan, but they're gonna get hit. Just like what Tank said about Bud and Earl. Earl gonna
Right.
touch Bud. Ain't nothing you gonna be able to do about it. Earl
It's
gonna touch him.
like Coach Kenny say all the time. This is boxing. You're gonna get hit. You're gonna get touched. There's no such thing as not getting touched in boxing. You're gonna get hit. But to piggyback off that, here's something to break it down. Shakur can get touched, and Shakur has gotten touched. If you remember, when he fought Oscar Valdez hit him 113 times in that fight. That's the most Shakur's got touched in a career.
Mostly ever
The
been hit before
most.
the fight.
And Valdez don't got no type of power compared to what Tank has. Not even in his pinky. So you think if Tank fights Shakur and he gets 113 punches off? Come on, man. Shakur, I love him. That's my guy. Don't get me wrong. I love the two are the best in that division to me. My opinion is Tank and Shakur, just based on the skill sets. But Tank touched him up 113 times. He gonna look like Martin after he fought Hitman Herman. Like real talk. But I can't wait to see that fight come to fruition. I can't wait for it to happen. I know Shakur needs a couple of more fights at 135 to build that resume up to, like Coach Calvin said, so the numbers can make sense. This is a business. People got to realize that too.
Yeah.
And,
I think they're moving Shakur right. He doing right. He's selling out in York. He's selling out in North.
oh yeah,
He building his following.
oh yeah, he's got that Newark. Put him in another fight or two back in Newark, build that fan base up. Then, matter of fact, he lives out in Texas. I think he could go down to Texas and have a good turnout too. Put him down there in Texas and get some fan base there. Build it up. And then, after 2-3 fights, listen, Tank's available. Yo, let's make that contract happen, man. Let's make it happen. But
see, like people think like, no, they ain't gonna fight, but Tank already got his hit list out. He already told y'all fights he won.
Tank said he won Shakur, he won Devin Haney, and he wanted Loma. Those are the threes that he said he wanted. But listen, somebody got to sign this contract eventually. You can't run forever. You got to meet your maker eventually.
No, she loved him out high. We didn't say he sold out. We said he's building his fan base. That's why he said keep building him in North. I was there too. We ain't saying he sold out.
Oh no, we was in Newark. I went to actually. I attended both. I've attended both of Shakur's fights that he had in Newark, and his fan base is building up, and that's where he's got to start. He's got to start in a small element and elevate and build that base up. But people are starting to see him. He's starting to get a lot of more, promotions on the top rank. He's starting to get a lot more, popularity. And now he just got to fight some, notable people at 135. Once you get those names and people on your resume, it helps build your revenue and it helps make it promotable for you. Because at the end of the day, these promoters, they're not gonna lose money. They gotta make money. That's the name of the game. You know what I mean?
Right.
Shout out to Bad Girls Promotion. You know, got to
I
throw
like
that
that
in there.
plug. I like that plug.
The first black female promoter in Baltimore, Maryland, and in Maryland
Okay.
in general. So shout out
Okay.
to the queen.
Shout out to Four Corners Boxing. Yeah.
You know what I mean? Miss Nikki, you know, aka Mary J. Blige of the Rize family and of
Okay.
BTV. You know, gotta throw the queen out there. But yeah, it's about making money, you know. You gotta get a return on your investments. So Shakur is definitely marketable. Bob is doing what he gotta do. It's gonna happen. Trust me. It's gonna happen.
There's too much money there. Ryan
Too much.
Garcia made 30 million. You think that much money
Yo,
ain't there?
you see Ryan now? Ryan chilling. Ryan happy.
Shit.
Ryan chilling. They say, Ryan, how's your kidneys? How that liver? Man, it's doing good. That's $30 million right there. That's a $30 million liver.
Right. Shit. That's too much. It's too much money for you, Tank, man. They can't turn it down.
Listen, that just shows you the magnitude of Tank. Let's think about this. Pitbull Cruz for Tank, what? About a year and a half ago?
Mm-hmm.
California? Pitbull Cruz had how many fights since that Tank fight? He's still eating off that Tank fight.
Pitbull changed his family.
Pitbull stock went up, as it will. Tank does that for everybody he fights. Their stock value goes up. Let's look at the history. You got Ryan Garcia, stock went up. Now who he's with? Derek James. Pitbull Cruz, stock went up. Hector Garcia, stock went up. Whenever you got on your resume, oh, I fought Javante Tank Davis. Oh, yeah, your stock's gonna go up.
Look at Rolly Romero. Even his stock went up.
He went up to 140, got a belt, and now his stock went up. Come on, man. Tank out here. Listen, I just know one thing. At the end of the year, Tank better go to the IRS because he got a lot of kids that he gotta put on his W-2 for him. Because all of them are his sons right now, man. He elevated them.
He definitely need to put them on his taxes for real.
Definitely. He elevated all of them. And that's the name of the game. You know, a lot of people don't understand that about the boxing world. You know, I'm learning that a lot. It's a lot of it is business. You know, us being fans, we want to make this happen, make that happen right away. But it's not that easy. It's not that easy.
No, not at all.
Timing is everything. Timing is everything. So, you know. But yo, what's your predictions for Saturday?
You know where I'm at, man. I'm going with Spence.
No, I know what team you rocking with. No, you got a round.
I'm going with Spence. Late stoppage.
Ooh, I got TKO. I got a stoppage TKO. I'm thinking between 10 and 11.
I'm at 10. Cool boy fucked up my parlay, yo. I had 2 11-leg parlays, yo. I hit every fucking fight on there.
That was the last one?
Yo, I had Inoue and Spence next. That's all I had. Fucked up my parlay, but let me get a super chat out of here real quick. Big C, if Al doesn't give Tank Shakur, he should boycott.
Interesting.
Al ain't the problem, it's Bob.
Yeah, Al's good. Al's gonna make it happen.
Bob said I'm not interested.
Yeah, Bob said. Let me ask you a question. Even though I know this is far away, what you thinking about September 30th? Because that's another major fight we're gonna have.
Who got September 30th? That's Canelo.
Jamel Charlo and Canelo. Anybody you leaning towards? Because I think Jamel gonna pull off an upset.
You know who I like in that fight. I like Charlo, brother. I like the Charlo. I'm gonna roll with the Charlo, brother.
I think Jamel could pull off an upset, man. He just got that gritty, mean streak in him that he ain't gonna back down. He gonna go out on the shield, you know.
Yeah, most
So
definitely. Most
that's
definitely go out on this shit.
that's the type of fight that Canelo, that's the type of fight that we need to see Canelo in. You know, that's gonna be a game changer. But respect to him too. He's taking a big leap of faith and a big chance as well. And I'm just loving how boxing is looking right now. I'm just loving how boxing is looking. We just, you know, T-
We
Tank
getting
and
them. We
Ryan
getting them. That's
started.
what I'm saying. We getting them. That's all. We getting them. They coming. You know what I mean? People just gotta
Yeah,
be patient. They coming. We getting them.
Tank and
You know what I
Ryan.
mean?
Tank and Ryan started the blueprint, bro. Period. They started the
Yeah.
blueprint. Now
Some, somebody old got to go. You know what I mean?
look, and that's happening right now, man. It started today. That O was gone. Now Saturday we're gonna
Yeah.
see somebody else O gonna be gone.
Yeah. We getting back to the essence of boxing, man. Let's fight. You know what I mean? Let's fight.
Yeah,
Who really number one? You see what I'm saying?
yeah, for real, for real.
We just gotta get this 135 division sorted out. 147 be sorted out Saturday. You know what I mean? Let's go.
Yeah, for real. Then in September 168, we may have a new undisputed champ.
I'm going with Jim.
We may
I'm
have a
going with
new
Charlo.
undisputed champ and a two-time undisputed champ in the same era.
I'm going with Charlo off the rip.
Yeah, it's gonna be good. I don't. One of the things I noticed, I looked at Canelo's last fight when he fought John Ryder, and I'm like, yo, he took some punishment. Like
He getting old. He getting old.
John Ryder was
Bob's
in
wild.
there letting them hands go. Right, exactly. He getting older. The reflexes ain't there. Canelo already had a style where he's a brawler. Like he's really he got a brawler type of style. He's flat footed. He moves. He comes forward. He's in there to bruise you up and break you down.
Big C, appreciate the support, Big C. Shakur said Tank next. Fuck what Bob say. Shakur and Tank now. You got Bob run that. Shakur don't run that. Bob run that.
Yeah, Bob know what he's doing.
Bob got the final say so.
Bob in Japan right now chilling, celebrating his new champion that he got over there. The Pacquiao 2.0, they calling him now.
Oh my gosh, man.
They calling him now. I think he's more fundamentally sound than Pacquiao, though. Honestly, he's a little bit more fundamentally sound.
I gotta go back and watch some more film on him.
Yeah, he throws a lot of. If you watch his stature when he throws punches, though, that's one thing. I ain't gonna give away the game plan just in case this him and Tank decide to let it happen. I gotta talk to Coach Kenny though. It's like, yo, Coach Kenny, you and Coach Calvin, pay attention to this the little thing that he does that y'all can count on. But I noticed something that he does, and Cool Boy caught him on it, but then he stopped, and I was just like, why?
I ain't gonna lie,
So,
man. I'm still a little upset about Cool Boy getting dropped, man.
yeah, he just wasn't putting a foot on the gas, bro. Like, he just wasn't putting a foot on the gas. It was like, okay, he fought in spurts. When you're the champion and somebody coming for that crown, you can't fight in spurts.
Yeah, but you going into enemy territory. You got to be, you know what I mean? You got to put it on the line. It's like,
yeah,
I ain't saying shoot your load early, but you know what I mean. You got to hold it down too. You weren't really holding it down.
Actually, now that I think about it, it's two things Inoue did that he made mistakes that Cool Boy could have capitalized on. But yeah, we'll talk about that in person. You know what I mean? I don't want to give the game plan on here, but yeah, if that fight ever happens, him and Tank, yeah, that's definitely gonna be something that is gonna be noticeable that Tank could capitalize on for sure. But he just, Cool Boy. It happens, man. It happens, man. I don't know if the lights was too big for him, if it was just the time zone, but I can't even say the time zone because you was over there preparing for this fight. It's not like they didn't tell you what time you're gonna fight. Like you knew what time everything is. It's just I don't think you know how sometimes they say don't write a check your ass can't cash. Like you don't know until you in there. Like I think that's what it was for him. I think he saw tape, he saw study, but until you in there, prime example, Tank. People talk about Tank all the time. Oh, Tank this, Tank that. But when you up in there face to face and you see how fast he is, how much power he got, how he can counterpunch, how he uses his rank IQ. Yo, it ain't the same from watching tape.
Definitely a different animal. Definitely a different beast.
So yeah, man. Shout out to Inoue and his team. Listen, they did what they had to do. The whole rap situation. I know people was talking about that. The double stacking and all that.
That shit wasn't no factor.
Listen. He did regular stacking and still did what he did. So imagine if he would have double stacked, which they say is illegal, which they say is legal in Japan. Imagine that. That would have been worse. It would have been worse for him, I believe. So the kid's just talented, man. Take nothing from him. I'm a realist, and he nice. He got skills, and his name is Monster for a reason. But yeah, I'm ready for the Baltimore Missile. How we looking August 5th? Junior.
Man, he training every day, man. Getting used to being in the lights, doing interviews and stuff like that. So, you know what I mean? He training hard, working, running. We having our talks one-on-one. Just preparing him for what's about to take place, talking to him, getting his mental together. And he ready. He said he ready. He know he got people coming to see him. And you know it's a big stage. He gonna be under the lights. His first fight, he gonna be under the lights performing. You know what I mean? So just letting him know what he up against.
Right.
He said he ready. You know what I mean?
Listen, that's beautiful. That's beautiful. Only one way he gonna know. Get in there and get it cracking.
Yeah, I was on the phone with his football coach the other day, and I was like, man, I'm gonna bring him back to practice. He's like, no. Let him keep focusing on his first match. Like, I know when he come out here, he gonna be ready because he already training and in shape. I'm like, yeah. He like, I'm gonna bring him to you. He like, no. Let him work on that first match he got coming up. So you know what I mean? That's all.
Right.
Just trying to keep him grounded, busy. You know what I mean? Keep him out of trouble.
Yeah, man. Listen, you guys are doing a great job with him. It take a village to raise him, and everybody that's playing their part at the gym, his football coaches, everybody that's has an impact in his life as well. Everybody's helping, doing a great job. I know you and your wife and his sisters. They talk to him. You guys pour into him. His auntie pours into him. The coaches pour into him. So he got a good support system, and he got an old soul. So he just enjoying life, and he taking every moment and opportunity God give him, and that's all you can ask for. But he's still learning to enjoy being a kid too, which is the most important thing. He's still enjoying being a kid, but he's ready to elevate.
Man,
And
that be my thing. Like 1 minute, like man, like I be thinking I'm talking to a little man, and next minute, damn, I want a toy. You know what I mean? Like but it just let me know like he's still grounded. He's still, you know what I mean? Like he's not trying to be fast. You know what I mean? He's still a kid. He's still being like the other day. He said, I want to go to Sky Zone. You know what I mean?
right,
So you know what I mean? On Sundays we do those stuff. And he's just like, I want to go to Sky Zone. So we went to Sky Zone. You know what I mean? Let him be a kid, have fun, because he's training. He training Monday through Friday, sometimes twice a day.
Yeah. It's plus, it's the summertime, so he probably like, I want to have a little bit of fun, but I'm sure he's still understanding like, yo, I gotta bite down and get busy because I got a fight coming up. So, he's taking this, and we know his competitive nature. He don't like to lose. So
at all.
he definitely gonna be serious about what he put his mind to. So I can't wait to see him, man. I'm just excited about this event, man. I can't wait to see it put together. Coach Calvin, man, listen. When the last time y'all took the bullet? Is he serious? He better be ready.
Man, Man, it's on. You already know what it is.
He better be ready. This might look one-sided. We already had a one-sided fight today. We're gonna have another one coming up on the 5th. Because Coach Calvin in there, listen, he working with Fun and Daggone your man Truck. Listen, they ain't no joke.
It was a man.
Yeah.
It was banging.
Oh, you going in and out, senior?
They was in there banging. Let me get this. I don't want to come up. Can you hear me?
Yeah. I can hear you
me?
now. Yeah, I can hear you now. I can hear you
Jones,
now.
Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you. I can hear you.
Showtime, guy, appreciate the support. He said this one for Junior. He said this. Yeah, but you know what I mean? Listen, Coach Calvin. I told Coach Calvin over there, I said, man, he crazy as shit. So look, it's like him preparing for this fight. Them young boys putting it on his ass, and he putting it on them young boys. So you know what I mean? Like they in there training hard.
Listen, it's like for Coach Calvin, it's like they say, it's like riding a bicycle. Just because you ain't doing it in a while, don't mean you forgot. Once you get back to it, you get the fundamentals back, you get the motor skills. Listen, you good again. You popping willies, doing all that. So
Man,
I know Coach Calvin about to go back, and he about to go back to the size he was when he was doing mixed martial arts, winning championships.
He's looking like an action figure right now, for real.
Oh my God,
He
yo!
just slumped all the way down, man. He just slumped down, got the abs and all that.
Listen, when you around greatness, you ain't got no choice but to be great, or you gonna sink.
That's it.
He around greatness, and you know what? The beautiful thing about it is that all the energy, the love, the compassion he's poured into these kids. Now he gets to see what he poured into them as they return it back to him and training him.
Man, listen, that's what he was talking about the other day, man. He was like, now I see, now I feel it. So, you know what I mean? It's just I tell you what though, I'm enjoying the process, getting to see boxing from a different angle and perspective. Like getting to see the behind the scenes, like when you watch Truck Spar, when you watch Truck Train, when you watch Killer B, Tank, Coach Calvin, Too Sharp, Jaleel, the amateurs. When you watching the fight, you got different fight. You do preparation and it's just a different feeling.
Wow, that's crazy. That's the beautiful thing. That's the
Like,
beautiful thing.
Like even yesterday. So yesterday we did the final walkthrough for Cotman for August 5th. You know what I mean? Just making sure the security detail, the how to set up the layout.
Right.
You get a different appreciation for that. That also like what goes into a boxing match. That shit ain't easy either.
Oh yeah, you get to see it in its raw essence.
Man, listen, man. That shit ain't for the faint of heart either, man.
You got to see the stage crew where it's going to be set up, security, fire marshals, all that type of stuff. I'm sure, like safety and protocols, like.
Yeah, because that was one of the things the guy said. Like, what's the course of action if we have a fire drill? I mean, we have a fire emergency or something because one of the other shows somebody else did. They had that situation happen and nobody really knew what to do. It wasn't it didn't go through like it should have. No, I'm not knocking nobody, but I'm just saying it didn't go. So you know what I mean? That was one of the questions asked. Like, what's the protocol? Like, how do you know what I mean? So everybody be on the same page. But you get the, you know what I mean? Like, some people don't think about that. You just think about a boxing match. You're not thinking about what happened if the fire alarm go off.
Yeah, you got to think about. You got to dot all the I's and cross all the T's, man. And no liability. You don't want to have no liability for
Right.
anything. You know. So you don't think about it now and get that in order. Well, one thing I know for certain, Nikki, she on it.
Man, listen, man. You know, like I said, I'm the little brother, but like she'll tell you. So I mean, like she bipolar, ADHD, all that shit to kick in at one time, and like her face would be like everything be written on her face, and I had the time like, yo, get your shit together. She just looked at me laughing, like you know what I mean, like it's you know what I mean, because it was points where it goes like, damn, like this, that, like come on. You see what I'm saying? Like it will frustrate anybody, but you know what I mean. The people, you know what I mean. Like it takes a lot going into it to put on the show to please the people, man.
But you know, it's all learning experience. It's all a learning experience for her as she's growing. She's building the brand. She's building her company, and she's gonna get better as she goes along. You know, you're good as your team. You know, so you got a good team around you, people that are able to delegate and do things when you need them. That helps out a lot too. So you don't have to feel like you carry the load because trying to do everything for yourself is impossible. We all need help, some way, some form of fashion.
Mm-hmm.
So, you know, she's gonna learn and listen, by the time she gets to her fifth, sixth, seventh, eighth double digits, she gonna be a pro. Like she
Yeah.
gonna be on it.
One thing about it, she not scared to ask questions.
Listen. And that's the number one thing. You don't ask questions, that's on you. You the one that's gonna end up looking like a fool. Ain't no such thing as a dumb question. The dumb
Right,
question is the question that don't get asked.
right.
So, you know, I'm sure she got her book, writing things down, like, you know, all her key points, things she needs to know, things she asking about. So, you know, this for her next event, which I'm sure she's gonna be working on after this is over, got ideas and brainstorming. All right, I know this worked for me, this didn't work for me, or this worked and this worked. Okay, what can I do to be better and elevate? Or maybe I need to change this up and do this. You know, so it's all a
Correct.
process. She gonna kill it. I have no doubt about it. She gonna kill it.
I'm
And
definitely rooting
the
for
and the team she got with her, the people that's working with her behind the scenes. Shout out to you guys too. You know, because everybody's pulling their part some way, shape, or form to make it successful. So
her. Yeah, no doubt. Big C, you got Big C, you gotta understand. Bob has the final say so. Bob has stopped a lot of fights from happening because he wasn't interested in them. Bob runs Top Rank. If Bob
Bob
don't
says
want it, it ain't going. It ain't happening. So the
Bob
fighters
says
can
it
say what
all
they
the
want.
time. Bob say it all the time. He say, "Look, if it doesn't make financials, if it don't make sense financially, then it doesn't need to happen." Like he's
Mm-hmm.
about his money. I think people don't understand. I think people just don't understand like the history of Bob Arum. Like, go do your research. I had a conversation with someone about this a couple weeks ago. Like, yo, Bob Arum had Ali. Bob Arum was working with Muhammad Ali. That's just one fighter under his resume. Like, go look at what Bob did, the fights he made. Like, Japan's not his first. This ain't his first time in Japan. He broke the code in Japan for fights in Japan. That's why he's so comfortable when he there.
They
Like,
don't, like, they don't get it. Not saying that we don't want the fights, because we want the fights, but you gotta understand, when you dealing with cross promotion, you already seen how hard it was with Oscar, with Golden Boy, and Al Heyman. You seen how hard that shit was to make that shit happen.
yeah,
Come on,
it was
man.
tough.
Bob ain't not, just because in some fights that we think of big money fights, to Bob that shit ain't no big money fight. And to some other promoters, that shit ain't no big money fight.
Yeah, if you putting in, I'm gonna say roughly number. If you putting in 1.8 million to promote the fight, to get the venue, to get the licenses, Then you got to put another 500,000 into the marketing commercials, right?
Mm-hmm.
Then you talk about the doctors and the staff. By the time it's all said and done, that fight with all the assets you done, all the expenses probably come out to 3.5 million that you done spent. And then you turn around, you put a fight together, and then it does a revenue of 750,000.
No, man.
That makes sense. I just put 3.5 million in, but I got 750,000 in revenue. It don't make sense. This is what people don't understand. Not saying the Rize family. I'm just saying in general, like trying to break it down. Like, I be talking to promoters. I've talked to fighters. Like, I've talked to coaches, like trainers. Like, you know what I mean? Like, me and Senior see each other at fight events. Like, we really be on this. Like, we really be on this. And it's a lot behind the scenes when you get to learn it and you talking to the people that work it. Yo, it's a lot that go into this, so it gotta make sense. Trust me, I wish I could make a lot of fights. We all do. But if it don't make sense to the people that's promoting it and putting their money and investing, and not only that, not only just Bob, you gotta remember, you got people that also put money into the fight as well, outside investors.
Right.
We didn't even get to that part. We didn't even get to that. We might have JoJo Construction Company, like that might have put 100,000 in. You know what I'm saying? So everybody got to get their piece of the pie back. So
damn, Big C, that's how you feel?
What, Big C?
Man. Yeah, Big C, man. He talking about, man, listen. Damn.
Wow.
I mean, like, you know what I mean? Like, when you start looking at and understanding boxing, you gotta understand the business side of it and the business aspects of it. It's nobody saying that they don't want the fights, but the realization is people in places that's saying no, we don't want these fights right now. I might want them 2 years down the line, 3 years down the line, but right now I don't want these fights. Yeah, it might be some money in there, but it's not at maximum value yet.
Right.
You see what I'm saying? So like nobody's saying that, oh, we making excuses. It's not at maximum value, because if it was, any small businessman would make the fight. It's not there yet.
Right.
That's what he's saying.
How long it took for Ryan to fight Tank? How long he was talking about Tank? What? 3 years?
How long it took Floyd to fight Pacquiao? How long it took Bud to fight Spence?
Well, man, Pacquiao and Mayweather was like, what, 5-6 years in the making. Bud and Spence, we looking at, what, 3 years, 4?
I digress, Big C. My bad.
So, all good things takes time.
JD Sports. Thanks for the love, champ. Don't be surprised if Monster beats up on Tank. Shit, I'd definitely be surprised. Because I don't see it happening.
That's a nice dream. They could wake up from that one.
You know what's the crazy part? Inoue, the odds on Inoue getting a knockout was plus money.
Was plus 100?
It was plus money. I forgot how much it was, but it was plus money.
Yeah, they had
made money. Like, you know what I mean? Like the Vegas ain't even have him knocking out Slim.
They had Fulton plus 230. That was just money line. For him to get the knockout or TKO, it was like plus 650. And for him to win by decision or points, it was like plus 430. Yeah, it was crazy numbers. And that was before the fight. And when the fight was going on, the numbers went up. I think by like the third or fourth round, someone told me that they looked on the sports betting and they had Cool Boy to win by knockout by like plus 14,000.
Damn.
Yeah. That was already like 4 rounds in. About 4 rounds in, they told me. So it's crazy. But senior, I ain't gonna hold you guys up no more. I just wanted to come in and chop it up with you. Y'all
No, you
stay
good.
blessed. Take care.
You, I'm
Nah,
rocking
most
the shoulder, man.
definitely.
I appreciate you for coming on.
Nah, most definitely. Most definitely. I see you guys on the 5th. And tell Junior, it's on, man. Ain't no turning back.
You already know.
We about to put a parlay on Junior.
Can't
We put a
wait.
parlay
Can't
on
wait.
Junior. Second
Man,
round
listen,
TKO.
he already got bets. He already got bets, yo. He already got bets. So last time he sparred, he walked off with like $200 and something. You know what I mean? Like, so
Oh,
he already he one thing about him, he has no problem betting on himself.
oh man, y'all about to do like Mayweather and them doghouse rules for Junior.
Yeah. He has no problem betting on himself, yo. He talk his talk too.
Oh, I love it. I don't
So,
expect nothing less. I respect nothing
So,
less. But y'all take care. God bless. And I'll talk with you later, champ.
all
Peace.
right, have a good one. Have a good one. You too. The
What
big
up, bro?
punch. What's going on, Chad?
Shit, man. Just
How you?
I'm on my way to work right now, but yeah, man. I
I
just
just got
had to
off,
get.
so I know how you feel.
I know, man. I'm about to
I
work
still got
this
this damn ticket though.
graveyard real quick. Like, but yeah, man. I just had to chime in on that Inoue fight, man. I ain't gonna lie. I told a couple of people that was gonna happen, and nobody believed me, man. They looked at me like a fool. They said, like you don't know what you talking about, man. Fulton about to walk this dude down, and I'm like, man, I don't see it, bro. Like his punching is way too accurate, way too sharp, and to keep it a buck, Fulton, man, I just always seen him he doing a lot of hugging, and when people was asking what he got, they always kept on saying his feet, his footwork, his legs. And I'm like thinking, like, what is this dude about to do? Karate in there or something? Like, why people keep on talking about his legs? I'm like, I know he fighting an Asian, but ain't no karate going on. So why y'all think his legs about to win a fight? And I'm like, this dude punched way too hard. And then, when the rap stuff came out, I kind of, you know, backed down just a little bit. But I'm like, because I ain't know nothing about that stacking and all that. So I was like, I was thinking that might have been, a deciding factor in his power if that was really a thing. But when he said, you know what, I'm gonna go ahead and take that tape stuff off, and I was like, yo, he wait a minute. He changed it up. So obviously that wasn't a factor for him. He really got accurate power, and I just knew that was gonna happen. I was on there with Blue or whatever, all of them was laughing at me and
Shout,
everything
shout
else.
out, shout out, shout out to Blue Blood.
Yeah, for sure. Like I be on his lives and stuff, and and then a lot of them, they try to talk me down, man. They try to talk to me like I ain't know what I was talking about, and I'm like, bruh, like even y'all heard it from Tank, y'all heard it from Mike Tyson. They they mess with this dude. You know what I mean? They seen the skill in him. You know, and I ain't gonna act like I was some Inoue fan before. And I just was always Inoue fan or whatever. Nah, I never seen one of his fights before. I just seen his highlights, and then I seen Fulton's highlights.
Right.
And just judging both of them just off the highlight, I seen him having way more cleaner combinations and power and accuracy. And then I seen Fulton and they actually had tie-ups inside of his highlights. Like, how you
Damn.
got tie-ups in there, bro? Like, I don't know who made it. I know it wasn't him, you know, but whoever made his highlights put him with tie-ups in there, you know, grappling and all that. And I'm like, yo, like, is this dude the one that, you know, everybody is saying, you know, they just see him just dominating this dude? I'm like, I'm not seeing that. I'm not seeing it at all. Like, I just did not get where people was coming from, you
Man,
know. And I,
listen. Everybody, like most people was, you know what I mean, was rocking with Fulton, but anyway made us a believer. Ain't no way around it. He made us a believer.
yeah,
You know
man.
what I mean? So you know what I
I
mean?
just, bro, I don't even have that too many people that's in my top 5 or whatever, you know, because in my book at least it go, you know, Floyd, Tank, Spence, but not in that order, you know, but those, and then now anyway, because it's not, I'm not even basing it off of nothing but, you know, they skill factor, you know, and I could just see, you know, because, you know, I used to fight, but not professionally, you know, and
Okay.
it's just like something when you know somebody got that real dog, that real skill level, like you can just see that, you can sense it, like just by the way a person throw their punch, like you can tell a lot by if you pay attention to how somebody punch, you know, how they throw their punch, if they know how to fight or not, if they got some skill behind what they doing, you know, and just the way,
Right.
you know, anyway, throw those combinations and those punches, it's like, yo, that dude, I know they were saying, you know, his resume wasn't all that or whatever, but even if you're fighting tomato cans and all that, if he's still throwing those punches right, throwing those combinations right, you got to look at his accuracy. You got to look at what he actually doing and not the people that he actually fighting. And I know it's different levels, you know, to, you know, different competition because they can dish it back out. But at the
Right.
same time, it's like, yo, he's still doing it right. It ain't no sloppy punches. It ain't no wild brawling. You know, it ain't, you know, just some inexperienced stuff like some roly punches. That's the only thing I could think of at the time. You know, like I need to go in there and throw like some wild hate maker or whatever. You know, it's like it's not organized. It ain't no precise precision behind what he doing. It's like it's, you can just see that type of stuff, and I know people don't really pay that much attention, but to the ones that do, you know, they coaches, they analysts, you know, they fighters, you know, those are the type of people that pay attention to stuff like that, you know, and it's a lot of people that's claiming they, you know, fight fans or whatever, and they may be, but I think their attention span needs to go up on, you know, who on the actual skill level of things, you know. That's why I really,
Right.
you know, I don't want to get into, I ain't trying to diss the man or nothing like that, but Devin Haney, I know he considered to be up there in certain people's books because he got the belt or whatever, you know, but I see more, I see past that, you know, like
Mm-hmm.
it's he really, he need more than, you know, just touching people, you know, because that's all he really doing is he touching people, and it's just like certain, you can get away with that with certain people, yeah, because you know Floyd kind of got you know, got his wins like that, you know, in the second half of his career, you know, like with just doing touching because his hand was broke, you know, originally, but
Mm-hmm.
the thing is like going against somebody that's accurate with power, you know, like freaking Tank and Inoue, you know, you can't just be tapping. You can't just be, you know, trying to touch somebody to win because all you doing is buying your time before you get knocked out. And you
Right.
can't touch somebody for 12 rounds and you know they got power and you know accuracy, you know, and you think you just gonna go to decision, like, nah, man, because you got to be flawless with not getting hit, you know, if you gonna go that route with
Correct.
just touching people. Ain't nobody, you know, that good. Like, I know they be calling Loma the Matrix or whatever, but he get hit. Like, so you ain't dodging every punch. Like, and it only take one
Right.
punch, you know, before you laying out, you knocked out and all that. You know, so I just want to chime in on that, you know, and
No, I appreciate you. Thanks for jumping on, showing some love. Appreciate you, man. Don't be no
oh,
stranger. Hold on. Miss Tanya
oh,
Van Draws, appreciate the super sticker. Thanks for the support.
oh
Yeah,
yeah,
no,
for sure, bro.
no,
Oh, I seen you
yeah.
down at that tank fight. I couldn't get to you though. You know, y'all was in that first row. You know, during that press conference. Well, not the press conference, but the weigh-ins. You know, I was on the other
In
side of
Vegas,
the gate.
in Vegas. You talking about the
Yeah,
one
in
in
Vegas.
Vegas?
Yeah, the
Man,
one in
shoot.
Vegas. That
Yeah,
Tank and Ryan fight.
man, it was so many people out there. I don't know how you would have got to us.
Man, I was close enough to kind of touch you, but it was like security. It was like a line. It was like a double gated ordeal. You know.
Yeah,
And
yeah.
hot as hell out there too. But yeah, I was gonna say what's up, but you know, y'all was on the other side. Y'all was where the media and all that was at. So yeah, but yeah, bro, it was nice talking to you. I'm gonna chime in again when I get a chance.
All right, don't be no stranger, champ. Appreciate you jumping in.
Oh, for sure.
All right. I got one more. We got one more, then I'm gonna get a ball here for the night. Rollo Green, what's up, champ?
What's up, brother? Blessings to you in the chat. Thanks for having me on.
Oh,
Man,
appreciate you coming on, man. How you feeling tonight?
I'm feeling good, man. I'm mad about Fulton, man. He let me down, man. He let me down. I can't believe he let him do that, man. Lose, but that boy was in there scared, man. He went all the way
I
over to be
mean,
scared. You know, I
listen.
mean, what can I say? I'd be like, how can EJ fans say that he's gonna walk straight through Bud? Because I don't see it. How do Tank fans say he's gonna walk straight through Devin? Because I don't see it. But after
You
that
don't
Fulton
see it? You
fight,
might want to put some glass. You might want to put some glasses
yeah,
on for
yeah.
that.
No, I most definitely don't see him just walking through. Now, can he win? Yeah, of course. Either one, Bud or EJ can win. Tank or Dev can win. But just this old annihilation, nah, man. I don't know what y'all people watching, man. I don't know
Okay,
what y'all
okay.
people watching.
We
So
we
another
gonna
thing
bet. We
is,
gonna agree to disagree.
yeah, we can agree to disagree. But I know you got the insight. Like, why Tank ain't sending them contracts out to Shakur or Devin yet?
That's out of my hands.
You
That's
don't
out of
know?
my hands. That's out of my hands. I don't get into that.
I mean, because I've been waiting for Tank to get out, the big fight. You know what I'm saying? It's either Shakur or Dev. If Dev move up, send it to Shakur. Dev
That,
sent Shakur contract at 135, so he's still open to fight at 135. So come on, A-side, face of boxing, send that contract so we can see if Dev ducking or not.
come on,
Talk
all
time
parties.
over. It's time to
Come,
send them contracts.
come on, all parties involved.
Huh?
I said, come on, all parties involved.
Yeah, but I mean,
All parties. Come on, all parties involved. Come on, let's go.
A-side got to send that contract though, right? If I ain't mistaken. Can
I'm
B-side
not
send
sure.
A-side a contract?
I'm not sure. I haven't learned that part of it yet. I just know, like, you know what I mean. When you call somebody out, or you can make that fight happen. You can push for that fight to happen. And both parties called each other out, so both parties should be pushing for the fights to happen.
Well, I mean, that would kind of be like saying as a crew sending Tank a contract though. You see what I'm saying? It don't make sense.
But they're a different breed over there. They should really talk. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I understand that as a Cruz has no shouldn't even put Tank's name in his mouth. He don't deserve it. You know what I mean? Tank the real deal. But we got another young fella that half the other world is calling the real deal too. And we trying to see that fight, man. We want to know who's in position more to make it. We feel like it's Tank.
I believe we all want to see that fight, and I believe we're gonna get it.
Think so. What about our You think Tank can take the fight at a catch weight if Dev can't make 135? Because it looked like Dev can't really make 135.
That's something I don't know either.
You don't know? You ain't never spoke to Coach Kenny about it?
Listen, that's a negotiation.
Right.
I want to see the fight. I want to talk about the fight.
That's understandable. Yeah, I'm
But
looking forward to it, man.
I most of the time when I do say stuff, I tell you what was said. Bill said Tank is the only fight we stay at 135 for.
Right. Right. I'm a Devin fan. I'm on Devin's side, but I know Tank's the truth too. So, I ain't gonna say that Devin gonna walk through Tank or vice versa, but I'm more of a Devin fan than a Tank fan. I just like how the young cat moving at 24 compared to how Tank was at 24 in that stage of their careers. I feel like Devin a little ahead of them as far as at 24, at stage of their career, who they was fighting and who they was going after.
Okay.
You know what I mean?
Right.
But yeah, I don't know who's gonna win the fight. Of course, I'm a root for my guy, but I ain't a fool to sit up here and say Tank won't catch him with that with that hammer. You know what I'm saying?
We can definitely bet. Well, I can't bet about it on YouTube no more. Keith messed that up for everybody.
Oh yeah, I'm betting on Dev. I ain't never lost with him yet.
You gonna have to see me there.
But shit, I ain't lost with Tank either, though. You know what I mean? You know what I'm saying? I ain't lost with Shakur either.
Let me ask you this then. If you had to put your money on Devin or Tank, right?
Yeah.
And you wanted to be for sure you was gonna get a return on your investment, who you gonna go with?
Man, I'm going with Dev, man. I can't. I'm rocking with Dev, man. Because I believe a boxer beats a puncher, even though Tank can box. But I think Dev's
so how can you
skills
say
are
a boxer beat a puncher if you tell me Tank can box?
I think Dev's a better boxer than Tank. You know what I mean? I think I say that because I've watched Dev's fight and I've seen him. You maybe can give a guy 3 rounds. I ain't seen Dev lose 4 rounds.
I did.
I did. Who, against Loma?
Of course.
Really?
Of course.
But I ain't gonna lie, I had it 9-3 live. When I went back and watched it, trying to be biased towards Loma, I couldn't give him no more than 4, man. The first 8 rounds, it was 7-1 Devin. I ain't gonna lie.
I don't remember how I had, but I think it was like, if I'm not mistaken, like 2-3 Loma, and then like he caught some other ones late. I think Loma's biggest problem in that fight. He didn't come out and dominate the 12th round. He didn't dominate that 12th round. If he dominate that 12th round or come out and not take a round off, that fight go a different way. Whether it be a draw or Loma's way, I think that 12th round really determined that fight.
And I can't buy no. You don't take the 12th round out in the championship fight. Your body was hurting from them body punches. You ain't took no 12. You tried to get him out of there in 10 and 12, in 10 and 11, which you did. But that body work caught up with him in 12 because you don't take no. You go all out in the 12. You don't take no 12 off in the champion, biggest fight of your life.
I can't argue with that.
You know what I mean?
With that. We both seen that Loma ain't come out in that 12th round.
Right, but so like I've seen Tank go 10 rounds with somebody and they can go either way. Like with Mario, I think Mario might have been up on him after 7 rounds before that knockdown came. Just as far as boxing, point for point. And after the knockdown came, of course, the knockdown give Tank. But I seen him lose rounds where it was clear that damn he lost that round. Boy, I hope he don't let this go. I'm pro-black. So, if he ain't fighting Dev, I'm going for Tank against whoever, even over Shakur. But in that Mario fight, I seen Mario getting to him. Might have been the size difference, which Dev got on him. But I seen him get outboxed in the round clearly. I've never seen Dev, besides the 10th and 11th of the Loma fight.
You're contradicting yourself in what you're saying.
How?
You said I never seen him besides the 10th or 11th, so you seen him get outboxed.
Right. I'm whole fights though. So you see what I'm saying? Them the only 2 rounds that I clearly gave to Loma. The Cambosas, Gamboa, George, all the other champions, out of the 6 in a row champions that Dev have fought, that man ain't lost more than 3 rounds to them people. where I've seen Tank lose 5 rounds to guys lesser than Devin.
You said 6 in a row?
Yeah, 6 champions in a row. There, fuck.
Run them off to me real quick.
Gamboa, Laniers, JoJo, Cambosa twice, and Loma.
Okay.
Right? Not standing champions, but proven champions though.
Okay.
You know what I mean?
Okay. Big C must be your cousin because he like how you kicking it.
Now it's just facts. When you got a guy that's 21 calling out Loma, while meanwhile Loma's calling out Tank and they saying that he ain't ready, you got to look at that. You got to look at that 4-year difference of where Tank was at 24 and where Devin is at 24 and the route that he's taken to, his stardom. You know what I mean?
Right.
You got to give Devin credit for that, man. At 24. I can't. You breaking up? Is that me or you? I can't hear you if you're talking.
I mean, you hear me?
You breaking up? I can hear you now. I can't hear you now. You went all the way off the screen. What, I got to leave and come back? Yeah, man.
My bad. Can you hear me? Can you hear me now?
Yeah, I can hear you. I can hear you now.
My bad.
Yeah. What was you saying now?
No, I was listening at you.
Yeah, I mean, you got to look at the pattern both of them took, man. Me personally, Tank is an A+ fighter, can be go down as a legend to GOAT. But the path he took to get there, I just don't really even understand how. He fought a bunch of, nobodies for real. You know what I mean? Compared to who been in the division the whole time, we talking about 5 years of Loma and Devin being at 135, and Tank never sent them people a contract. He's fighting Hector Garcia's pulling guys up from 130, dehydrating guys at 140, and he's fighting, slow foot Mexicans, man. You dehydrate a slow foot Mexican, he's getting out of there in the 10th when you come against Tank. You bring up a 130 little Mario's, yeah, man, he's getting out of there when it come late against Tank, man. That's easy money. You know what I mean? That's easy money, man. That's what you call matchmaking at its finest. Not to say that Gamboa or Laniers or nobody was going to beat Devin, but who else was there to fight?
Oh yeah, I'm sorry, my phone cut off. I'm letting you run it off.
I mean, you understand what I'm saying though about that they paths to start.
Because I'm just trying to figure out who on Devin resume can beat Mario Barrios.
Loma. Laniers.
Come on, Rollo Brain.
Mario ain't never even been have you even been a champion before?
Who?
Mario Barrios.
Nope, he ain't never been a champion. Tank ain't touched his belt before they fought.
Come on, man. That was a secondary belt, man.
Oh man, you just said a champion. What kind of champion you want him to be?
I want him to be the regular world champion, not the secondary belt champion. You know that those interim belts.
What's the difference? A champion is a champion, right?
No. No, champion ain't the champion. You can be the Eastern Conference champion in the NBA Finals. If you don't win the championship, you're not the champion. You're the Eastern, and that's what interim and continental champion. They're the Eastern Conference champion.
You're a champion, though, right?
No, it's to be respected. I'm in boxing. My son's in boxing, and the day it comes that we become continental champion, I'm gonna raise that belt so high and put it on every social media platform.
So you can't knock down somebody else.
It ain't. it ain't knocking them down, but it's just
Come on
acknowledging
now,
that you're
Rollo.
not the top guy. You know what I mean? Secondary belts is not the top guy. I want you to fight the top guy.
So,
Now, if you go to 140 and
so,
fight
so,
Rize, then that's impressive. When you fight the Intercontinental champion, good job. You know what I mean? Good job, but there was better fights out there, though. See what I'm saying? It's better fights out there. That's what I'm saying. Like Usyk fighting Daniel Dubious. It's better fights out there. What are you doing? You hiding and running. We got better fights out there for you to fight. Guys that's willing to fight you. It's better fights than Hector Garcia and Ryan Garcia when you got Devin and Shakur right there waiting to fight you. You know what I'm saying? Loma waiting to fight you.
How could he?
You know what I mean?
How could he fight Devin though? How could he fight
How
Devin
could,
at that time?
when he fought Hector now? Yeah, the problem with that is
Devin
Tank
was
said
in
out his
Devin was
mouth.
in a Devin was in a 3-fight deal already.
I understand that, but
So
let's
it was
not
no
act
way.
like
It was
that.
no way
After
possible. It was no possible way they could fight.
most definitely was. So this is what I feel like, and I'm just gonna keep it real. So Tank said after Cambosa, I want you, right? So after we already knew that Top Rank wasn't letting that happen. He was Bob was gonna get Loma the shot, but after Loma fought, it's like Tank ran and signed 2 fights. Damn, Tank, what happened to you say you won't do? He free now out of his contract.
He ran about 4-2.
You said what? It's like
No, I'm listening
honestly,
at
I
you.
feel
I'm
like
listening at you, brother Rollo.
I feel like that Al and Floyd, PBC Tank's handlers, they waited Devin out at 135 because they could have made that fight after the Loma fight. But Tank went and signed 2 contracts to fight them dudes. You know what I mean? And we ain't gonna act like that they couldn't have paid some it wasn't even no step aside money for Loma. They could have made that fight happen after the Cambosa fight. He wasn't in the contract to fight Loma. He was in the contract to fight under Top Rank, right? After Cambosa.
Loma
Loma wasn't on that 3-fight contract deal. It was just a 3-fight contract under this promotion company, meaning the 3rd fight, if it was going to do $1 million, which I think it's going to do $1 million. You don't think they could have made that fight happen for a couple of $100 million pay-per-view draw? And Loma step to the side. We'll get to you later, like Bill said.
If that was the case, right? That's a lot of money to just let go. They would have made it happen. It couldn't
But look,
happen.
even before that though, even before the Cambosa fight, they had plenty of opportunity to fight. You know what I mean? I mean, they've been in the division for 5 years.
Mm-hmm.
For 5 years, they've been in the. You heard what Loma's daddy said. Man, we chasing everybody, and they turning us down. And Bill and Dev chasing us. That came out of Loma's daddy's mouth itself. It's like 5 years you ain't never fought for the world title at 135. Man, what's going on, man? And you can win it. It ain't like we talking about Cool Boy Steph who faking like a motherfucker. Gary Russell who faking, excuse my language. You know, them guys was faking. Tank ain't faking. I'm a Dale fan, but I ain't no fool either. Tank ain't faking. He the real deal. You can beat them guys. Well, what's the hold up though, is what I'm trying to figure out. 5 years at 135, and you ain't fought none of the top 135ers though. I don't understand that. You know what I mean, can you feel what I'm saying, man? We've been waiting on these fights 5
No
years.
price boy. You not no price boy.
Listen, since 2019, there's been 4 champions at 135. Loma, Cambosa, Devin, and Tio. Take Devin out, that means it's been 3. Devin done knocked off 2 of the 3. When Tank gonna get in there with one of them boys, man?
Michael Gardner, appreciate real quick. Michael, appreciate the support. Saying, ask him who's supposed to pay Loma stuff on him.
Shit, Big Money Al.
So who's supposed to pay Tank the stuff? I mean, who's supposed to pay Loma the step aside money, Rollo?
Shit, it was gonna come out the I guess Top Rank and PBC to make that fight happen. You see what I'm saying? If we talking about how much did Garcia and Ryan do? A fight that we knew that Ryan didn't stand a chance, man. That man he's inexperienced. He ain't got no heart. You see him quick.
Okay.
So we talking about $100 million fight. You don't think Loma would have took 10 to get on out the way and let them boys get on from either Top Rank and we pay you after the deal go down.
Yeah,
After
we create out. We create.
I mean, this is something that happened before. People took step aside money before, right? This is not something of our imaginary.
We our own what ifs and narratives, and we're not looking at the facts.
Because we ain't never privy to the facts, but we can go off of history of people have taken step aside money before for these type of things. Champions have took step aside money of getting out of their rematch to say, oh, this is a bigger fight. I was gonna make $7 million for my rematch and took $3 million. I catch you on the back end.
Can y'all hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you.
What's going on, Chris?
What's up, man? What's up?
I
had to come up here because
real quick. I knew you was coming.
Yeah, I had to come up here because I hear you saying a lot of things that's not accurate.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? What's your name? Rollo. How you doing, man?
What's up, boss?
So I got some questions for you. I want to know if you're really doing your homework, right?
Okay, yeah, come on.
So you want to keep talking about age, right?
Yeah.
How old was Tank when he won his first championship?
I think 22 when he beat Pedraza.
Okay. All right. Do you want to say he didn't fight any top 135ers? Where he get the belt from? Who did he beat when he got the WBA champion?
The regular belt he got now?
That's how many? Okay, let me ask this question: how many champions do the WBA have?
They got the regular champion and the
No.
super champion, right?
Right. They got how many champions?
2, right?
Okay then. So Tank is a champion according to the WB. He's a real champion according to the WBA rules. If Haney dropped his belts, which he probably gonna do, because he ran his mouth, because you want to keep talking about 5 years ago with Lomachenko and all that. That's right. Who else was running their mouth for 5 years? Who else was running their mouth for 5 years?
Who?
You tell me. You know exactly what I'm talking about.
You said Devin was running his mouth?
Oh, that's a fact. That's a fact that Devin was running his mouth for 5 years. And he about to go to 140, because now all of a sudden when everybody's free, how your guys over there, how they work, when everybody's free, they don't want the smoke. They want to move up to 140, and they trying to get Tank to do a catch weight. Nah, it ain't no catch weight. You the 135 undisputed champion. You make the weight like you made the weight for Lomachenko.
But he can't make the but we seen that he can't make the weight anymore. Why are we still forcing that issue? He can't make the weight anymore.
So how is it okay to force Tank to do stuff when he can't even make the weight at the weight class that Tank is at?
But what are we trying to force Tank to do?
Everybody want to say Tank needs to send he's moving to 140. Why he need to send a contract him when he just made $50 million in a fight? 50 million. That's gonna get 50 million in his last fight. Why he didn't Haney a contract? And the key word is need to send Haney a contract. Haney's trying to move out of the weight class. We went to 105. It's no point of putting everything on Tank when he's not even trying to fight Tank himself. He's trying to fight Regis Prograde. What am I send you a contract for when you don't want to fight? If you tell me, if you call let's talk to the. You seem like somebody. Okay, you might know you might understand where I'm coming from. Let's talk about the streets then, right? If I've been saying I
Yeah.
want to fight you, I want to fight you, I want to fight you, I want to fight you, every time, man, when I see Rollo, I want that smoke. I want that smoke, man. Like, boy, when I see him, I'm a. As soon as we available, you like, nah, man, I'm gonna go fight. I'm gonna go fight my man over here. I don't really want no smoke with you. What the fuck is you asking me to do anything for then? You don't want the smoke. Devin Haney don't want the smoke. Ain't no point of sending to a contract to a nigga who don't want no smoke. So that's all I'm at. That's all I'm saying. Ain't no
Yeah.
point of sending a contract to somebody who don't want the smoke. Is that am I right or am I wrong?
I've never heard Devin Haney say he didn't. He said he. My guy just said. Senior just said. Devin already made it clear. I stay at 135 for Tank. Now send the contract.
So no, but you contradict. But we all know he not stand at 135.
Now you
He
think you know.
petitioning.
No,
Oh
you
my
think you
God.
know. He
He
said out of
petitioning.
his mouth.
He's petitioning the fight with Regis Prograde. What are you talking
Right.
about?
That's a
He's
great
in
fight.
negotiations with Regis Prograde right now.
Yeah,
So
that's a
why?
great.
What are you talking about?
He was in negotiations with Shakur at 135, brother. Right or wrong. So we do know that he'll
That's not a
sacrifice and
real.
go. You
That
say what?
he didn't send Shakur a real contract, man. We know what it is with these Haneys, man. He didn't send Shakur a real offer for one.
What he
So we're
sent
not
him a
even gonna
fake
talk about,
contract, brother?
bro. That's not a real offer, bro. You're not gonna send. How you gonna send somebody who do bigger numbers than you a 25% off split, bro? That's not
Okay, let
you
me
all.
ask
We
you
all
this.
know that Devin. We all know that Devin did not want to fight Tank or Shakur Stevenson. So we're not gonna
I,
sit here and act like he really want the fight. He don't want the fights.
but
He
we're
trying to
not
go to
acting because
140.
not only did he send Shakur a contract, he sent him a revised contract. So that's not
I don't know nothing
acting,
about the
brother.
revised you the I heard he sent a revised contract.
So you
Last thing
never
I
heard that
heard
he
from
sent two
no, I
contracts?
didn't. No, I did not. I never heard that. I'm telling you, I didn't hear that. If I'm not
Really?
going to say you. I'm not saying you lying. I'm just saying I never heard that.
I mean,
All I'm
I can't
saying
speak.
is, look. All I'm saying is, we all know Devin is trying to go to 140 and fight Regis Prograde. That's cool. That's a
Right.
good fight. That's a good
That's,
fight. But keep it a buck though. Like you've been running your mouth for years. That's why I want to smoke with Devin. Plain and simple. I want me as a Tank fan, I want that smoke with Devin because of all the stuff they've been talking throughout
right.
the years. You
Fully
know what I'm saying?
understood.
And then when they get available, like we all knew was gonna happen, bro. If you follow this channel, we've been saying it all along. As soon as they become available, as soon as they open up the gate, they not going to fight. He's not going to want to fight. This is exactly what's
So
happening.
call his
But
bluff. So
what they doing is they putting the onus on Tank send a contract. Ain't no rule that the A side gotta send a contract. Benavidez sent Canelo the contract, from what I know. He sent Canelo a contract. Is Canelo not the A side towards Benavidez? Is Canelo who's the A side? Canelo or Benavidez, Rollo?
Canelo, most definitely. You know Canelo's the A
Right,
side.
right. Okay. So from what I know, from my knowledge, who sent the contract to who?
I don't think he sent him a contract.
This is what I heard was that Benavidez sent Canelo something. I don't know if it was a contract. He trying to negotiate. He trying to get a fight with Canelo.
Right. Yeah.
Anyway, even if let's just say that information is not factual from what I
Now he
heard,
made
right?
him the offer,
It's
but the
right.
contract
Okay,
is something
he made the
different, right?
offer. He the B side. He because that's the first thing you can't. First of all, you can't just send a contract without negotiations. The word on the street is that Tank's team reached out to Bill and them about a fight, and they didn't go that route. That's what's out there. But people keep bringing up a contract. Why am I send you a contract if you don't want the fight? This is what I'm trying to get y'all Haney fans to understand. If I come knock on your door, Rollo, and say, let's fight, come outside, and you don't come outside, what the fuck am I going to keep standing at your front door for?
Yeah, but if we speaking in street terms, that is the contract, brother. When you knocked on my
But,
door,
oh, okay,
you know
so
what
but we talking in boxing now. If I reach out to you, like, yo, what's up? What's up? And you not you're not showing the energy that you want to fight. What is the point? And then we all seeing where Devin is going. He's going to 140.
But listen though, the man who was running around yelling Thanksgiving, they have already. What more do you want these people to say?
Yeah,
The contract.
they was running around saying he was saying that when they all had a fight though. You get what I'm saying, Rallo?
Right.
You get what I'm
Yeah.
saying, man? You don't mistake my passion for disrespect, by the way. But
Nah. Yeah.
you get what I'm
I
saying,
fully
though?
understand what you're saying, but they
When
both free
they was
now.
doing all that stuff when they had a fight. When they free now Devin in talks with Regis Prograde. Why does Tank? Why is the onus on Tank to write up an offer? I'm not saying Tank shouldn't. Let me make myself clear. I'm not saying that Tank is free of having to do anything to make a fight. That's not what I'm saying. I'm saying it's not only on Tank. If you got one side running their mouth, then they should be showing that Haney should be saying, F Regis, man. Nah, I've been calling out Tank for years. Nah, Tank, what's up?
He did.
That's what
Bill.
he should be saying.
Well, that's where I got the saying from. Bill said where that contract at, buddy.
Man, he's saying that because he know that no, Bill said, listen, Bill full of shit. I don't know if you let me be honest with you. I don't know where you from, but where I'm from, that shit that Bill do don't work. He full of shit. He's saying that. He's saying that because he know y'all, Haney fans, like you and
Right.
Big C clown ass, gonna come over here talking about why Tank ain't in the contract. Why
Right.
Tank ain't. That's what he doing that for. But
Huh?
why we
Bro,
going?
bro,
But
you're
why
not
would?
making no sense. I'm sorry, bro. You're not making no
Listen.
sense.
Why would Tank send a contract if you going to 140 to fight Regis Prograde? What sense is that? What sense is that, Rollo? What is the point of me doing negotiations with somebody who don't want to fight? That I
But
don't understand.
listen, man, you keep saying going to war 40, but this man just sent Shakur 2 contracts, and we know that wasn't for 140. So we know that Dev will sacrifice again and get 135. Now that that's established, because at first I was like, forget it, he's going to 140. I don't want to see him weight drain at 135 fighting them dudes because they're too good to give him any type of advantages. So I don't want to see it at 135 because Dev looking like a skeleton this last 2 fights. But if he could say I'm a sacrifice and come to 135 to fight these 2 dudes, then shit, there it is. Now he established that when he sent Shakur a contract. He took what they saying a 22 to 78 split with Cambosa to get that throne. Shakur should have did that. Luckily for Tank, he is the A side, hands down. The man just made 100 million. His last fight ain't been done in so long, we don't know. So he's the A side. We know Dev will fight at 135. He sent the contract to do it. So call his bluff, Tank, and send the contract. So then if Tank send him a contract and Dev turn it down, then I'm going to say, man, that nigga a hoe. Because I'm a street nigga. Man, that nigga a hoe. He talked all that shit. They called his bluff. But you got to knock on my door first. You got to knock on my door. And when I say I don't want to fight, then all the loose rap stop. But right now they free. Send the contract and let's see what's happening. You making excuses talking about why should he send him? Because he's the A side. That's how the
That
history of
ain't no
boxing
rule
goes.
though. But can you hear me, bro? Can you hear me?
Yeah.
Because I think I'm going. That's not a rule though. Where's a rule that say the A
Home,
side gotta send a contract?
it's
What
just
rule is that?
that's just how it go, home. It's
When Devin Haney, was you around when Devin Haney in the Gary Russell situation? Was you
yeah,
around
but
during that situation?
I've been following these dudes since they was little
Right.
kids. Yeah.
Okay, so who sent the contract to who? Haney wanted that fight. He sent the contract to Gary Russell. Why can't he do that? These rules that y'all make up, you can just flip them on top of their head and it'll be right back on you. If Haney want to fight, he can send a contract. It's that simple. He can say, I want a 60-40 split. I want a 50-50 split. And then we can get negotiations running. Ain't no rule. Y'all make up these rules. They not rules.
Listen,
Wait, show
man.
me in a rule book. Show me in a rule book.
Listen, man.
Show
You
me.
trying to
Listen,
put
Rollo.
the
Listen,
goalposts.
Rollo. Listen, I'm not moving the goalposts.
Yeah, you
I'm
are, man.
asking you a question. No, I'm not. I'm asking you a
And
question.
I'm telling you,
Where
won't
does it
accept the
say?
answer.
No. You let me ask the question first. Is there a rule that the A side has to send a contract first?
I, not that I'm aware of.
Okay, so what the fuck is we talking about?
We talking about history of boxing. The A side
History of boxing. History of boxing. The WBA world champion is the original WBA champion, and the super champion is the new championship. That's the history of boxing.
Yeah, up until a few years ago when they
Okay,
put it like
it's the history of
can Tank be undisputed without that super WBA?
He can't be, but but that's who become the champion when your boy go to 140.
Can he be
That's who become.
undisputed?
No, he can't. He can't be undisputed.
Right.
But
So
he's
we
a
know
champ.
that's
But
not
he's
the
one of the
primary
WBA
belt.
champions. He's
We
still
know
one of
that-
the champions. He's
We
still
know
one of
that's
the
not the
champions.
primary
Though.
belt. It hasn't been the primary
Okay, it's
belt
not
for
the
the WBA.
It's not the primary belt. It's not. Is he Devin Haney's mandatory? Is Tank Devin Haney's mandatory in the
He could
WBA?
be. He could be.
Is he though? No,
I-
ain't no.
I'm not-
Is he?
I'm not sure.
Is
I
he
don't.
Devin? No. How you don't
He
know
don't
this?
have Devin don't have mandatories with the super.
Exactly. That's what I'm saying. Like so, but Tank the one that got the mandatory. He the one that got to fight the guys coming up in the ranks. Like I'm saying, it's a real championship belt. It's not an interim belt. It's the world champion belt known as the regular belt. It's not a fake belt. You know what I'm saying? That's all I'm saying.
It
We
ain't
gonna
no
follow.
fake belt.
If we gonna, that's what I'm saying. We gonna follow the rules because people like to throw that out there like, oh, Tank, you running around with a fake champion. He's not a fake champion. If you gonna go by the rule book, when
He's
you
a
go type in
secondary champion.
WBA, that's what I'm saying. If you know he's one of the WBA champions. When you go look at the WBA rankings, you see Tank and Devin Haney's picture above everybody in the rankings. Tank is not in the rankings.
Now you
Tank
see
is not
Devin as
ranked in it.
you see Devin as the primary champion, and then it
He's
has
on top, right?
Tank as the regular champion.
What is Tank rank in the WBA?
He probably
What is his rank?
He probably ranked number 1.
He not ranked. He's a
Right,
champion.
he's the champion, right? Yeah.
Exactly. Because he's one of the champions in that division.
So let me flip it like this.
Champions.
You know what that belt allows Tank to do? It allows him
to become the. Go ahead, my bad.
It allows him to petition to move everybody out the way and say, hey, I'm the regular champion and I want that primary belt. Right?
Listen, I don't know about that. So I'm not going to agree to that or listen.
Well,
I'm not
let me tell you, brother, that's the truth. That WBA allows Tank to file a petition saying that, hey,
do you
I want to fight Devin.
Do you understand that? But
real quick, can y'all hear me? Real quick. Hold on, Chris. Real quick. If he petitioned for that, it's a mandatory purse split that come with that. All right,
I fully understand that. Yeah. I understand.
Okay, that's all I'm saying. So that's why it's a mandatory purse split that goes Devin way.
Okay, but do you understand that it really? I'm just talking about the belt though, just the belt. It really ain't no point besides the money that you just mentioned. It really ain't no point for Tank to do that because he's already a champion in a division. Why would he petition to be a mandatory when he's a champion in that division, in said sanctioning body? It's
to
really
get the
no
primary
point.
belt.
Them belts work pretty much the same. Both of the belts pretty much work the same.
They most definitely don't.
They pretty much. The only difference is Tank the one that got to fight the mandatories. He the one that got to fight the people that come up in the ranks that want to be the champion. That's the difference. Haney can sit back and be like, I'm the super champion. I ain't fighting all of them. That's the difference right there.
But he's
one
not
person got to
sitting
fight,
back.
Got a mandatory, and another person don't.
Listen, and this is what kills. Listen, this is what kills your who's been running their mouth for 5 years. The difference is, 5 years ago, Haney jumped in that ring 7 title fences to go. Before he got the belt, he jumped in that ring with Loma and said, I want you. Loma ran from him. He went and got the belt and then came back and said, yeah, now you got to fight me, sucker. Now I'm here. You didn't have to fight Loma. Now I'm here. You got to fight me, sucker, to let you know I wasn't just running my mouth. He went and chased that man down. Come here now. I want to see you. Been yelling for you for 5 years, but you've been running. But I got you in the corner now. So that's how we know Haney ain't pump faking, man. He knocking off champions, man. Like I said.
Oh yeah.
Right?
Yeah. Okay. Yeah, you think that sound real tough, right? That sound real tough. But that's what? That's what fight that Haney was at, and he ain't getting that ring against he ain't getting that ring on. Who fight Haney was at? Who fight?
Tank's fight?
No, yeah, he was there. Who he ain't getting that ring on though?
On
Tank?
Tank?
All right. Yeah, he didn't. He ain't even go near that ring. Yeah. He ain't go near that ring.
I mean, we can go both ways with that, right? Have Tank ever got in the ring with him?
Listen, have Tank ever
We can
even
go.
been at one of his fights? When
I'm
Tank
not
got
sure.
when did that's what I'm saying? I never seen Tank at a Haney fight.
He got all the belts.
What that
Was
mean
Tank
though?
locked up when at that? He was locked up at the Loma fight, huh?
At the Loma fight?
Yeah, was Tank locked up then?
I believe so.
Okay, I'm not.
But
I'm not sure.
my point is that your argument, it don't go against my argument, because if you've been running your mouth for 5 years about somebody, and then you end up at they fight and then you don't got nothing to say, I mean, that don't make your argument, that don't give your argument strength. That don't give your argument strength. If I've been let's take it back to the streets, Rallo. Let's take it back to the streets. If I've been saying I want to fight you for 5 years, and then we in the same facility, the same vicinity, and I don't say nothing to you, that don't make your argument strong. That's not
Nah,
giving strength to your
nah.
argument.
It most definitely don't. But you know, in that order, it ain't the streets though. You know what I mean? But
No, I'm
like,
saying though, but be people talking tough like they want the scrap. We still talking about fighting, even though
but
we
both
not
of
talking
them been
about the
talking
streets.
tough though. So anything
No,
you can say about
Tank barely talk though. That's what I'm
nah,
saying.
man,
Tank
nah,
don't do
man,
that.
nah.
Tank don't do the
Tank
antics.
talk
Tank
tough,
don't
man.
do the antics. Tank don't do the antics that Bill Haney them do. Come on
He
now,
most
Rollo. You
definitely
know that.
listen. Let me listen. Let me tell you something. When Bill
Go
and
ahead.
them, when they started off with the tough talk, they were just saying, we want to see you. Tank came back talking about, man, suck my, you know, in the streets, you know how to
That
get
was
him
one
sucked.
time though. That was on one.
Man,
That
how
was
many
on
times
his
you gonna let a man
platform,
tell you to invite you to his private part in the street,
bro.
man?
That
Let's
was,
get you
what are
killed.
you talking about? Tank literally said that one time.
What
This is,
difference
listen.
does that
I
make,
follow
man?
this. Listen what I'm saying. Because you trying to make it seem like Tank is the one going around doing all the antics. Tank came on a Rize podcast one time. One time. Blue Blood came on the podcast. Was you here?
Nah, you wrong, brother. Tank been on many podcasts talking about
He
had
has.
these.
I said the Rise. I said the Rise. I said the
Okay, yeah,
Rise podcast.
yeah.
The
Invited
Rise
them that man
podcast.
to his private part. So the first
He said,
disrespect
"Get
I
off."
seen,
No, he said, "Get off my dick." He didn't say. He actually invited him off his private part.
it was,
Rollo. He
I'm
didn't
saying
say. He didn't say suck my. You know, I don't want to repeat it. He didn't say suck my. You know what? He told Blue Blood, tell Devin and his dad to get off my private part, because they going around giving out mug shots, talking about Thanksgiving, giving out money and all this type of stuff. That's what they was doing. Nobody, we don't move like that. Calvin, none of us, they don't move like that. They don't move like that. So you're not gonna sit here and tell me Tank was on the same type of time that Bill Haney and Devin Haney and them was on. Come on, man. You're not
yeah.
gonna sit here and tell me that.
Now he was not me personally. I think Tank he took it somewhere else when he got to he got to talking street stuff. They was offering him a fight, trying to promote a fight, and he took it somewhere else on some when the man talked to you
Oh,
like that, when forget the boxing ring, to the point where Tank took it at.
all right, then
And
all right.
and
So are we gonna go back to that then? Then if you want to say that, then Haney should have said something to him when he was at the fight then, but he didn't. So again, it don't give you no strength it don't give strength to your point that they wasn't talking all this time and now they not talking. We
I mean,
all know this, Rollo.
what more do they got to
Rollo,
say?
listen.
They say
Rollo,
they
we
want to
all
fight.
know, Rollo, you are alone if
No,
you think. No.
you think
Let me
that,
finish my.
brother. You saying what
You
you
are
think. You don't
alone.
know that
No,
man don't want to
you
fight,
are
man.
alone. We've been watching for years the stuff that Bill Haney and them been doing. And they not doing it now. You want to know why? Because everybody free to fight and they don't want to fight Tank. It's that simple. We
But
all
brother,
know
do
what
you
it
not?
is.
You're so biased and caught up in your emotions for being a
All
Tank
right.
fan, brother.
Listen, bro, I'm a passionate person. That emotional stuff don't work with me. That's
Passion
how
is
I talk,
emotion,
period.
brother. Passion
Okay,
is
that's cool
emotion,
then. And
brother. What are you talking about?
am I not a human being?
Yeah,
Okay then. All right then. So don't talk
yeah.
about my emotions. Don't talk about my emotions like you don't have emotions.
Of
So
course I
we're not
do.
gonna go there. Okay then. So that
Only one of
you
us
trying to
yelling in this
insult. No.
conversation, brother. I'm
You
used to
trying to
talking to
run that
men.
no. You
Only
trying
one
to
of us
run that
yelling in this
bill. No.
conversation, brother.
You trying to run that bill game by insulting me and saying
No,
I'm
not
emotional and all that type of stuff. I don't. It don't work
you
with me.
screaming, brother. You
Listen, it
screaming.
don't work with me. I'm telling you
screaming,
this how
bro.
I talk. Listen, this is how I talk.
That's emotional.
Okay, I'm emotional. You
Okay,
happy?
that's all I said. You just agreed with me, but you said I'm
Okay,
disrespecting you, bro.
but
I
what's
would
the
never
point of bringing it?
disrespect you. Come on, man.
What's the point of bringing that up?
Let me finish. You cut me off. So sometimes we can get in our emotions so deep, like I was, and like I said, I didn't understand how Tank and EJ fans can just be so out there about what's going to happen until last night, because I was the same way with Fulton. I was so caught up in my black thing that I didn't want nobody to beat the black guy that I just did. I overlooked that man's skill set. See what I'm saying? I overlooked the monster skill set, man, because I'm black and we was rooting for the black guy. You see what I'm saying? And that's what Tank fans and EJ fans do too. Y'all overlook, y'all discard everything Devin did because we so in love with what we're in love with. You see what I'm saying?
I don't know what you're talking about, man.
All right.
I'm a passionate guy. I asked you a few questions. We always hear, we saw what Devin and them did throughout the years. We saw what Devin and them did throughout the years. It's time to everybody free. Devin and them going to go fight Regis Program. I don't understand what we talking about here. Like
Okay, so what we're talking about is, okay, if we go the last Bud didn't send EJ a contract. EJ sent Bud a contract, right?
okay. Okay.
So just in the history of boxing, it's known that the A side sends the contract, brother. This is not something I'm making up out of the top of my head. So now that your fighter is in position, you're moving the goalpost, bro. Just tell Tank
Okay.
to send the contract, and when he does,
Okay.
and then Devin turns it down, then I'm gonna say, guess what? Yeah,
No, you're
yeah.
not. No, you're not.
Come
No, you're
on, bro.
not.
What are you talking
No, you're
about?
not. No, you're not. You gonna move?
Huh?
Why would Tank send a contract to somebody who don't want to fight him?
That's what
That
you
is
say, bro.
the way Devin moving. Does it look like the way Devin is moving? Does it look like he wants to fight Tank right now?
The
You heard
way
me?
that does it look like he wants to fight Tank right now? I'm not really. He can't. I'm saying
He can't what? He can't what? Ain't nobody. He can't what? What do you mean? That's a simple question. The way
the
Devin is moving. When is the last time? Okay, it's the Loma fight was when. The Loma
in
fight
May.
was when.
In May, just
When May.
45
Okay.
days ago.
When is the last time Devin in recent times, in recent days, in recent weeks? When is the last time Devin mentioned Tank name? When's the last time?
I can't really. About the same time Tank mentioned his name. Now, what I did hear was on this
My point
podcast, the
exactly.
Coach Kenny and them saying that they want Devin. When Devin get out, they're going to send him that contract. But then when
Did you also hear? This is on other boxing channels. It came from a reliable source that Bill and them was reached out to about a Haney fight. Did you know that?
listen, well, I'm gonna put it like
About a
this.
Tank fight? They was reached out to already.
I haven't
Why
heard
would I
that.
send a contract? Okay,
Listen,
well, you
I
never
haven't
heard
heard
that,
that,
so I
and I'll
can't
be
hold
on
that
all the
against. I
podcasts.
can't
So
hold that against you.
that's why I
I can't
came
hold that
on.
against you
That's
then.
why I came on the GTD podcast itself, where I've got on here and got to talk with Coach Kenny and Coach Ford, man. So I got on this one and asked Senior, "Hey, man,
Coach
I know
Kenny
you
already
got the
said it.
inside. Why
Coach
the
Kenny,
contract ain't been
listen,
sent out?" He say, "I don't know."
listen. Kenny already said they reached out for the fight, man. Contract is different. When you send a you send a
Oh,
contract
okay,
after an offer.
but listen, Bill also said his phone ain't ringing. So
I don't believe shit Bill say. You can
Okay,
mix me
but
with the Bill talk. I
right.
don't
So
care. I don't believe nothing Bill say. Y'all do. I don't. Cause the
see,
nigga been
bro, once
capping
again, that's
for
that bias.
years.
That's that
No, it
biasness.
ain't. No, it ain't.
You
No,
want
it's
me
not.
to believe? You want me to believe that they made this reach out, but the man said ain't nobody called my phone. Now, if that's the case, then Kenny and them should have came back and said, "Man, you a damn lie. Here go the receipts right here." Just like Benavidez, when Canelo tried to pull that, man, we ain't receiving now. Dude got on there and showed, man, look, he fronting. Here it go right here. He fronting. Here go the reach out right here. You see what I'm saying? So you telling me they reached out? That's from your mouth, bro. But Coach Kenny and them ain't say. I ain't heard them say that they reached out and they ain't responded. I heard Bill say, my phone ain't ring, man. Y'all know the number. You know what I'm saying? I heard Shakur say, sign the contract, and then I heard Bob say, man, I don't know what the hell Shakur talking about. We ain't sent no contract, but we do know Dev called his bluff. Here, suckers, and you say you sent me a contract. Now I'm gonna turn the table on now. You signed the contract, and the man didn't sign it. I ain't
Somebody about to
seen.
sign for 75-25. Somebody like
Devin did.
Shakur,
Devin did.
yeah, but that's Devin though, and he had to do a 2-fight deal to get that.
Right, which
Nobody
makes
doing
it
that what
even.
Devin
Hey,
did
that makes it
against
even more.
Cambosis, by the way, somebody that pretty much everybody knew he was going to beat.
But
Okay,
brother, listen. If you talking to Shakur fans and Take fans, then just as sure as we was sure that Dev was going to dog walk Cambosa, y'all in the same position as him. If y'all think this man is so sweet, Dev thought Cambosa was sweet, so I'll sign a 3-fight contract, come to your home twice, and I'll take 22%. Is what I'm hearing. Less than 25%. Because I know I can dog walk you to be undisputed.
yeah, man.
Now, Shakur, if you feel like Dev's easy, I'll beat him all the time, cakewalk. But go get your legacy, bro, and get the biggest payday you can ever get. Dev
Who
did
will
it.
get the biggest payday they ever got?
Shakur. Shakur ain't never been on no pay-per-view, brother. This
That
is
pay-per-view flop.
guaranteed. That
That pay-per-view
25%.
flop. That pay-per-view flop. Y'all keep bringing up this pay-per-view that flop. They
Well,
made
I ain't heard
they did
Bob say that.
150. They had 150,000 views, man.
I ain't heard Bob
150,000.
say that. You
Listen,
know what I
man, that
mean?
pay-per-view ain't make no money.
Okay.
Like, come on, man.
Okay.
Y'all
And
keep
how
bringing
does
up
that
that
affect
pay-per-view like it make money, man. That pay-per-view ain't make no money.
How does that affect the fight? But we know that the Shakur fight and Dale fight was going to be on pay-per-view, and it was going to be for more money than Shakur has made in any of his fights. That's not even.
Not at 25%. You don't know
Of
what
course, at
Shakur.
25.
You
Come on,
don't
man.
know.
What you?
You don't know what Shakur was gonna make if he take a 75-25 split. You don't know what he was gonna make from that fight. What are you talking about? He gonna make the most out of a 25% split, bro? How you don't even
Man,
know what the split
every
with the purse was. 25% of what?
of everything,
You
the
don't.
person, the pay-per-view, right?
But everything what? You got to give me a number.
I mean, we don't know what the
25% of
pay-per-view was.
what?
We don't know what the pay-per-view or the purse bid was.
Nah, Big C,
But
I'm not big mad, bro.
but
I'm
if we
having a
say
conversation. Hold on, Rollo. I'm having a conversation with a man, and we talking like men.
like, man,
I ain't mad. Like what you talking about? Unlike you scared to get up here and have a conversation about like a man about a conversation. You know what I'm saying? Anyway, go ahead, Rollo.
so we'll just say that. I mean, can we agree that Shakur and Devin is going to be a bigger fight than Cambosa and Devin? We boxing fans. Do you think that's a bigger fight than Cambosa and Devin? We can agree to that, right? The biggest fights at 135 is Shakur, Tank, and Devin. They're going to pull the most money, man. He was going to make more money at that fight than he ever made at any fight, man. That's not even arguable, man. That's not even arguable, dude. Come on, man. He was going to do that. Not only that, he was going to his second fight in the division. He has a chance to be undisputed. He let what he let get in the way of that. He's never even been on pay-per-view. You're not the A side. You don't even got a belt, man. Take the 75-25, man, and get your legacy on. Then you can get in the call. See, y'all want Devin to jump over all the hurdles and take the 78-22 split, go across there, do a 3-fight contract. And then when he gets on the throne, you want him to just give dudes nah, it don't work like that, man. You got to climb that mountain like he did. That man had to climb a mountain to get to that position. He had to make sacrifices like Floyd did with De La Hoya. He had to
You hear
say,
me,
you know
Rollo?
what, man? Bump the money. I'm coming for this legacy. You standing in my way of legacy. You doing
All right.
that.
I got a question. Can you hear me, Rollo? I
Yeah, I
got
can
another
hear you.
question for you because we just going in circles and we ain't really getting nowhere. But I got another question for you. If because we're gonna talk about, because you just mentioned big paydays, right?
Right.
Okay. Ryan Garcia reported that he made 30 million against Tank Davis.
Right.
Ryan Garcia reported that he made 30 million against Tank Davis.
Right.
Right. So why Devin can't sacrifice and send a contract to get potentially make $30 million?
Because that's
Because
kind
$30
of
million don't matter. That's more than 30. You getting hit in the face for a living and you ain't trying to make 30 million? Stop it. Stop it, Rollo. Stop it. Don't tell
bro.
me.
I'm
Don't
not gonna
tell
lie,
me.
bro. What you saying makes no. It just makes no
That
sense in
don't
the
make
business
sense.
of boxing. That's why the
If I
B
know,
side you don't
if
you
I
the
was at
B
135, if I was a top guy at 135 right now, and Ryan Garcia reporting that he made $30 million, I'll be knocking on Tank door. Yo, let's get this work. Let's do it. Let's get it. I need that fight.
Listen, man.
That don't make sense to you.
It don't make sense at all what you're
Okay,
saying,
all
brother.
right, okay. It don't
Who
make
said?
sense at
So you
all.
tell me this. Out of
Not
Tank's,
only does it don't make sense, not only does it don't make sense to you, you saying that wanting to make your biggest payday, $30 million potentially, you come on, bro. Anybody in it, nobody would say that don't make sense at all. To reach out to, he don't even got to send a contract because first of all, y'all repeating stuff that Bill said. Like I said before, y'all
listen, man. Did
repeating what
Roly
Bill
send the
said.
contract to Tank? Did Isaac Cruz send the contract? Did Marios? Did Santa Cruz? He been sending contracts out because he's in the driver's seat. You don't dictate to the A side. The A side dictates to you, brother.
You can push for the fight yourself. Haney's not saying anything.
He already
I'm not
said
even telling. I'm not
what
even
more do
telling.
you want him to say? He
Oh
already
my God.
said. Senior
Yeah,
just
because
said.
they not.
Senior
Because
just
they.
said. Senior just said that Devin Haney has made it clear
No,
that
no,
he
no,
would
no,
stay at
no, no.
135 for Tank.
I said Bill said that. I didn't say Devin said that. I said Bill
Okay,
said that.
well, Bill speaks for Devin. He's his manager. He's
I'm
his
just saying
daddy
that
and his manager.
that's what Bill said. It's the only
Everybody
fight they
knows
were still
Bill speaks for
135
Devin.
for.
That's a knock on Devin. They say he don't speak enough, but he speaks in that ring. But Bill said that we'll stay for 135 for Tank because we know it's the biggest fight. We want the biggest fight.
But
And
is
We
that
Bill
know
how
is
that.
they
also
And
right now,
not
and Bill
only
is right
that,
is
now
they
that how
chasing
they
conceded that.
Regis at
moving?
140.
Is that how they?
Regis at
I asked
140.
you already. You really couldn't answer the question. You really didn't. If we rewind the tape, when I asked you the question, you got quiet.
Answer what
Is that
question?
the direction that they're moving though? They're not moving in the direction to fight Tank. Why does Tank? I don't know why y'all keep thinking that these belts is not to make money. Why is Tank going to chase around anybody at 135 for a fight when he
To
just
be
made $50 million?
undisputed, to be the king, undisputed.
That's
He's the
not what
face
Tank.
right now,
Y'all
but he can
asking
be
him to. Y'all asking him to fight for something. He's fighting to get. He's a professional boxer. He's fighting to make money, like the rest of these people fighting to make money. You want to know
right.
why Haney? You want to know the real reason why Haney took that he took that deal with Bob and them because
Why?
it get him the belts, and the belts will get him what?
Right, right.
It will get
Yeah,
him money. But
yeah.
Tank got the money already. Tank got the money already.
So what else
Why he
is
need
it to
to
get,
he
brother?
has the money already.
So what else is it to get, brother, in boxing besides the belts? If you got the money, what else is it to get besides the belts? Or you want to keep fighting Hector Garcia's? Because look,
Hector Garcia was a
my
Hector
son just
Garcia
look.
was
My
a
son just
champion.
won his first little WBC belt in
Hector
Indianapolis
Garcia is a
last
listen.
month.
Hector Garcia, good for your son. Congratulations.
Thank
Real
you.
talk. Congratulations. Listen, Hector Garcia was a champion though. Don't nobody give the man. Don't
At
nobody give
130.
Tank. But he came up. He was a champion.
Right.
He beat a champion. He was actually bigger than Tank when he got in the ring. If you want to
He
be
did at
honest,
130. That's not really. I'm sorry, bro. We're not
he
really
still was
impressed
a
with that.
champ. Was he not a champion though? It's
Listen,
not impressive.
we're not
So it's
impressed with it. Listen, we're
okay.
not impressed
Okay.
with Tank. This is Tank. We're not talking about Stephen Fulton or, we're not talking about Matisse at 140. We're talking about Tank, baby. We're talking
Okay.
about the real
Right.
deal. We're talking
So
about
a
Tank.
person that's a champ.
I'm
So
not
you telling
impressed
me
by a guy who's
You
went up to
telling
140.
me, see, y'all switch up. No, You're not impressed with the name. See, y'all switch up from names to skill level whenever it's convenient for y'all.
It's
No.
what's behind the name.
Let me finish. No, let me finish. I'm talking, man.
Okay.
Let me finish. Y'all switch up between names, fame, and y'all switch up between skill level. Hector Garcia was the candidate for Fighter of the Year. What was Kambosos? An undisputed champion that everybody knew was a bum, was a scrub that just got beat last week. That
Undefeated.
got
Everybody
beat.
knew Hector was a bum, buddy.
He was a
what
scrub.
Are you talking about?
Kambosos was a scrub.
Everybody knows Rolly is
I'm
a
not
scrub.
impressed. I'm not impressed with Devin Haney beating up Kambosos and getting those belts from Kambosos. I'm not impressed with that.
Okay, but let me tell you the difference between that, brother. The difference is Kambosos just happened to be the unified champion with the other 3 belts.
He was the undisputed champion. He was the undisputed champion.
No, he was not undisputed, brother. He didn't have the no, he wasn't. He had the
Devin had the WBC regular belt. By the way, that he didn't fight for, but keep going. You want to talk about what Tank did at his age? Tank won his first championship. At 22. Remember the first question I asked you? No. Remember the first question I asked you?
Right.
What did Tank do at 22? How old was he when he
beat
won his first
Pedraza?
Championship? He beat Pedraza. Tank Haney didn't even fight for all of his belts.
Why though?
But we talking about Tank though. It don't matter why.
It matter why, bro.
It don't matter to me why, because
bruh,
either you fight for the belt or you don't fight for the belt.
We'll take it back to the streets, bro. If I come and knock on your door and say, nigga, let's fight.
Right.
You got that bag and I'm gonna beat you up for it. But you say, nah, Rollo, here, you can just have my bag home. I ain't even gonna fight you. You knocking me for that? He pulled up on the man. And listen, this is how we know he wasn't pump faking, because he doubled back.
Look, I'm gonna hit you with one of your moves then. I'm gonna hit you with one of your moves real quick though. We talking about boxing. In that situation, I'm not if I cop out to a fight that we actually was trying to make, then no, I'm not gonna knock you for giving me something
That's
without
what you're
fighting.
doing.
No, that situation was because Loma was trying to get the franchise belt, because that was the way to become the undisputed champion.
No, you're wrong, brother.
Y'all dudes don't really know the rules. No, y'all really don't know the rules. Y'all be into y'all race stuff. Listen, y'all be into y'all race stuff. Y'all be into y'all race stuff and all that type of stuff.
You're wrong. Loma didn't even ask for the Bob, the one that petitioned for the franchise belt. Loma and them clearly said we didn't want that.
Because that's what the WBC was honoring as the undisputed champ. Why you think
they
don't honor it though? That's why why you think Mauricio Suleiman said, is Mauricio Suleiman in the chat? We're gonna go with champ side. Press 1 if Mauricio Suleiman is the president. If Mauricio, last time I checked, Mauricio Suleiman is the president of the WBC.
Brother, you
press
putting
1
up,
if that's true.
You misinforming the people, brother. You misinforming the people. So let me ask you this: is Kambosos in the books for being undisputed?
I'm trying to make a point. I'm gonna let you go, Rollo. Listen, I'm trying to make a point. Is Mauricio Suleiman not the president of the WBC, Rollo?
Correct.
Does he not make the rules in the WBC sanctioning body?
Correct.
Did he not consider Teofimo Lopez their undisputed champion?
I don't know. I don't know. I don't know. I do know.
Stuff. You know a lot of stuff, bro, but you don't know that.
Okay.
Come on, man. Yeah. Come on, Rollo, man. You making me feel bad now,
I'm gonna make it real
man.
simple for you, baby. Listen.
Go ahead.
I'm gonna make it real simple for you. If that's the case, then Teofimo Lopez would have been the youngest undisputed champion ever.
And that is the case. Ding, 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 ding. Ding, ding, ding.
But he's not, though.
Yes, he is. He was.
He's not, bro.
Yes, he is.
Bro.
Because Mauricio Suleiman said so, not because Blue Blood said he not because Dante's Boxing Nation said he's not. They don't make the rules in WBC. Mauricio Suleiman make the rules. Y'all don't make the rules. Y'all niggas sit up here and say y'all want to follow the rules. Then when the nigga that make the rules say this is the rule, y'all don't want to follow the rule. What is y'all talking about? I'm not the one.
Wait a minute,
I'm not the one.
Listen, bro.
He is the youngest undisputed champion.
Listen,
yes, he was.
Wait, listen, bro. I just watched the Cambosa fight 2 nights ago. Did you watch it?
Of course, I watched Cambosa's bum ass
So
get beat up by
okay,
Hughes.
so
Yes.
in the introduction, did they introduce Cambosa as the former unified 135-pound champion or the former undisputed 135-pound champion?
Don't matter. Are they again? We're gonna go back,
You
Rollo.
can't
Are
do
they the
that and
one?
say it don't matter,
No.
brother.
Are
Every time I
they?
hit you
Are
with a
they the
point, you
ones?
can't say
Listen.
it don't
Are
matter, brother.
they? Are they the ones who make the rules in the WBC? Who was the announcer? Is he in the WBC?
Listen,
You
when it
just
comes
told me
down to
that
it, bro,
Mauricio Suleiman is the president. You told me that you just agreed with me that
I
Mauricio
fully agree.
Suleiman.
That's just a fact. It's a fact. It's also a fact that when you look
Okay,
up
he makes the rules.
undisputed,
He said that he.
brother,
Why do you think that
brother,
when he made the franchise belt is the same as the super belt? Do you know this?
it's not.
The franchise
It's
is the
not.
primary champion in the
It's
WBC.
absolutely
Yes, he
not.
is.
No,
The franchise is not
listen,
the
bro.
W. Is it? Oh my God.
No, listen, bro. The super champion belt. So okay, look. So if the super championship belt is vacant, it just can't be. The franchise belt goes by whatever Mauricio Suleiman says, but the super belt you got to you got to win 5 fights before they promote you or to their discretion. But you can't just get it like the franchise belt. He started off saying the franchise belt ain't transferred when Canelo had it, but then it transferred from Loma to T.O.
He make the
Then it
rules.
transferred
He
from
makes the
T.O. to.
rules though. Yeah, he make the rules.
He
That's
makes them
true.
as he goes along.
But he's the president of the organization. You
I,
can't
I,
argue. You
I
can't. If
understand
I
that,
tell
but
you take your shoes off in my house, if I say Rollo, when you come in my house, take your shoes off.
right.
But then when Senior come in my house, keep your shoes on. You can't get mad at me. That's my house. You
No,
can roll out.
not at all. But I can call you out on it and be like, bro, it ain't real. You know what I mean? I can call you out on it, but forget all that, brother.
Go ahead.
Teofimo Lopez and George Kambosos, when you look it up as the 4-belt undisputed, they are not on that list.
I don't know if that's true.
That kills it all.
'Cause
Look it up right now. You got
I
the
don't know if
internet.
that. Listen.
I promise you, it's true. Go look it up. So now that I gave you
Was
that
the
information,
undisputed
go look it up so you can know for yourself. Now that I gave you that information, go look it up. Teofimo Lopez
Okay.
is not the
And
youngest undisputed champion. He's
according to the
never been
rules, he
undisputed.
is. According to the
According to
rules, he
who?
was. That was the whole
He's
point.
not, though. Go
That was
look
the
it
whole
up,
point
bro.
of him not. That was the whole point of him getting the franchise belt. It's no point of getting a belt. It's no point of coming and get the belt that Haney had if you
Okay, well,
already
brother, then
considered
listen.
undisputed.
So listen, brother. Why
Go
didn't
ahead.
Mauricio Suleiman come out and say when they introduced Devin Haney as the youngest undisputed champion ever? Why didn't he say no? Y'all wrong. T.O. is.
I
Why are
don't
they
know.
still
That's I
introducing
don't. I'm
Devin
not.
Haney as?
I don't know.
I'm giving you the. I'm giving it to you. You just don't want to accept it, bro. They introducing this man as the youngest undisputed, but T.O. was younger than that at the time he won it. So why they're still putting this title on Devin
Hello?
Haney? You see
Yeah.
what I'm
Christian Brother
saying, bro?
Rollo. Christian Brother Rollo. Appreciate y'all for chopping it up. My birthday in 8 minutes.
Oh man.
Closing
It's
argument.
been great. I've been waiting to catch me a Tank fan. I
Uh,
appreciate it.
my closing argument. If they wanted to fight, they act like they want to fight. I think Tank. Listen, I think Tank should send something. As far as I know, Tank's team reached out. They reached out to Haney, to Bill Haney and them. Bill Haney and them denying it. I don't know. I wasn't there. So it's Tank's side. It's his word against theirs. I can't argue that. All I know is what we do know is that the energy changed on that side. We can't deny that. And that's all I gotta say, man. I wish you the best. Hey, Senior, I wish you many years, man. Wish you the best years to come, man.
Appreciate it. Yeah, 7/26, my birthday. Appreciate you, champ. Appreciate you. Thank y'all for the birthday love, man.
Somebody started.
Man.
All right, man. I'm out.
Appreciate y'all, man. Thanks for rocking with me tonight, man. Thank you, Rollo. Thank you, Chris, man.
All right,
It's good
Rollo,
having
man.
y'all on here.
Rollo. I listen, man. I appreciate you having a conversation with me, man. Yeah, I mean, don't like I said, man. Don't mistake my passion for anger and disrespect, bro. Real talk.
And I'm most definitely, it's all love, man. You know, conversation. It's
It's all love, man. At the end of the day, we want to see the fights, man. All right, peace.
All right, appreciate you. All right, Chris. Thank y'all for chopping up with us, man. See y'all tomorrow. Appreciate it, Dwayne's Haskins. Thank y'all for the birthday love, man. Appreciate it, man. See y'all tomorrow. Coach Squeeze be back. I think tomorrow, Wednesday. So Coach Squeeze be back. I'm gonna try to jump on here tomorrow. Appreciate you, G-Man. I'm gonna try to jump on here tomorrow. If the fans will be taking me out to dinner, I don't know what we got going on. So hey, love y'all, man. Thanks for tuning in. Sorry for being late coming in. Y'all have a good one. Peace and peace.